surely come to me. They no feed to me for work. Men they cash out, men they job. No go change your number to bad as Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody. Don't forget your party to bad as Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody. Don't go change your number to bad as Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody. Don't forget your party to bad as Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody. If it is for me, he go surely come to me. They no feed to me for work. Men they cash out, men they job. Don't go change your number to bad as Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody. Don't forget your party to bad as Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody. Don't go change your number to bad as Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody. Don't forget your party to bad as Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sporty Show. It's a Thursday night. That means there's Europa League and Conference League action, but there's only one thing I want to talk about today, and that is Arsenal Football Club. We'll get
Anyway,
into that.
let us all laugh. Let's transfer the laugh.
I'm not interested.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay.
I see now don't fall for grando.
With me today to enjoy the suffering of Arsenal Football Club's demise is Mr. KlintonCod.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy KlintonCod. It's a beautiful day. The Lord has made for us to celebrate the loss, the downfall of those team, of those fans that think they are God. We are happy to see them melt. We are happy to see us drink their tears. As a matter of fact, yesterday, I went to a tap and I went to fetch a few tears somewhere. And guess what? My cup was running over with Arsenal fans' tears. Woo! Their tears is so bitter, man. Woo! You guys need to put some sweetness on your tears, man. You guys ain't gonna see no trophy, bro. You ain't gonna see the Premier League, bro. You ain't seeing the Champions League, bro. You ain't seen no FA Cup, bro. You ain't seen nothing, bro. Arsenal don't fall for ground. Oh, matcha. They don't fall for ground. Anyways, your boy is KlintonCod. It's K to the L to the I and TONCOD. We're right here back on Sporty TV to run Arsenal down with a tractor, and they would never rise again. Come this weekend against Tottenham, they will be crushed to the ground. They will crush them. We are going to use our Nigerian native grinder, the stone, and we are going to continue doing, and we are going to use them to cook beans. We are going to use them to cook ewedu. We are going to use them to use egusi. Arsenal don't fall for ground.
Alex, are you going to allow this to continue? For how long?
It's obviously once.
What an intro.
What an intro indeed. And I can hear you in my ear very loudly.
Sorry,
so I'm going to take that out. Also joining us on the Today Show,
Finally.
who was here on Monday, and I get the impression that she won't be rejoicing in Arsenal's suffering quite as much because she's a true Manchester United fan, and if Arsenal don't win the league, that means Manchester City will. It's Angel.
That's how true fans are supposed to behave, you know? Like a real Mancunian.
I'd rather have Manchester United relegated than to watch Arsenal lift a trophy. Yes.
But honestly, I was really sad last night.
What?
In fact, I'm done with Arsenal. I'm done with Arsenal because... No, I'm done with them temporarily.
Were you doing something with Arsenal before?
Yeah, I was supporting them to win the league. From the start of the season, I've always wanted them to win the league.
I knew you were
felt
an angel of
this
darkness, man.
Is the year for them. They've been coming close, and I have a soft spot for Arteta. And then from his playing days with Arsenal. And then I have some favorites in Arsenal, like Bukayo Saka, Eberechi Eze. The list is ended, Declan Rice even. But yesterday I was sitting at the edge of my seat. I was biting my nails and all of that. And unfortunately, Arsenal just disappointed me. I can understand, losing. I cannot understand being 2-0 up and then getting to draw that game. It was disappointing for me. And honestly, I'm not happy. But I do hope that they still go on to win the league, honestly.
It's going to limp. How did they sing that song to Bukayo Saka? He's going to limp. He's going to limp. Wait, no, I'm going to find the song. Let me go find the song. Yesterday he limped out.
Yes, he did. He did. Also here today, who has told me off air just before we started the show that he is trying to omit yesterday's events from his brain and his memory, is Kamogelo Motetswane. Kamogelo, have you recovered from yesterday's disaster?
Come on, guys.
Have you recovered?
It's over now.
Did you know this is the first time ever, Clinton, listen to this, the first time ever that Premier League leaders have given away a 2-goal lead against any team in the relegation zone ever.
Wow. And it's only Arsenal.
Yeah, you're making history.
Yeah, it's true though.
What's with the
To be on the wrong side of history.
But it's history nevertheless.
To be honest, I haven't recovered yet, but I'm much better than I was yesterday. I've kind of processed yesterday's result a bit, and for as much as my sadness turned into anger, now I'm more numb. So which I'm what's the word? Optimistic about.
Okay.
So
You don't even know the word anymore.
Optimistic. Yeah, my English bundles are very.
Pain and sorrow.
No, we're still top of the table. So.
Exactly. This is double. If the league ends today, they win.
It
Thank God it
doesn't end today though.
If the league ends today, they won.
I mean, obviously, if City wins the next game, it's 2 points, but we're still top.
And their game in hand, if they win that, they go 1 point ahead.
No, if we drop more points, then they go ahead.
Spurs, you know what to do.
No, they're going to beat Spurs. Watch out.
Listen,
You never know.
you never know. You never know.
You know, they couldn't beat
They
Wolves.
drew against Brentford, they drew against Wolves. They definitely cannot lose again.
They can.
Yeah.
Anything
They can.
can happen, just like PSG beating Monaco. Last but not least, joining us on the show today, Nouha Chani. How are you doing?
Why would you introduce it like that?
Because anything
Yeah,
can happen.
beating Monaco is like everyday.
They didn't make it look like everyday stuff.
Desiree Doué made it look like everyday stuff.
Yes. Everyone else made it look like difficult
I
stuff.
don't know. You weren't even watching the game because of the Real Madrid game going on. So
I was
don't-
watching Monaco.
You was watching Monaco, not
I was
PSG.
listening to you as well, saying that Desiree Doué is too busy worrying about
Never
getting in
said that.
TikTok
I
edits.
never said that.
Find the clip.
I refuse. I never
You guys
said
know
that.
what to do.
Desiree Doué knows I love him. But happy to be here and watch some Europa League action. Obviously,
Why do you sound hesitant?
the French, because I am.
Why are you hesitant?
But obviously, the team that I would have been looking forward to is not playing. Lyon is not playing tonight because they have already secured a spot. So we're going to be watching some Crystal Palace.
Well, Crystal Palace is about to finish. There is Europa League action, Conference League action, playoffs going on at the moment. We have games kicking off at 6:45. Obviously, they're almost concluded. We have games kicking off at 9 o'clock as well, and we'll get to those. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on in tonight's Europa League football. But before we get into the North London derby and Arsenal's capitulation, I want to tell you what's coming up on Sporty TV. We've got lots of exciting action for you this weekend, starting in Italy with Frosinone against Empoli in Serie B, then Boca Juniors against Racing in the Argentine League. Moving into Saturday, got lots of action for you. We've got Championship, Premier League, Bundesliga, Porsche Sprint Challenge on Saturday. Then moving into the afternoon, West Brom against Coventry City, Frank Lampard's Coventry City in action. Chelsea-Burnley is our Premier League fixture of the week. Southampton against Charlton, RB Leipzig against Borussia Dortmund, Al Nassr against Al Hazem, then Getafe against Sevilla. Our very own Kamogelo Motetswane will be there. Am I right in saying that, Kamogelo?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Acor Adams in action. AC Milan against Parma. Vélez Sarsfield against River Plate to finish off things. And, of course, download the Sporty TV app so you never miss a beat, you never miss a Sporty show, Sporty news, or the live football, live sport that we offer here on Sporty TV. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on that little notification bell. And if you haven't, check out our collaboration Song for Everybody by Sporty and Burner Boy. Lots of fun stuff going on our YouTube channel. You'll never miss a beat from that man to my left, KlintonCod. He'll have lots to say, I'm sure, throughout the night. And, of course, if you have a question for him or any of us, get in touch with our WhatsApp. Send us your predictions, your comments. Maybe if you've got a video of you laughing at Arsenal last night, we want to see those as well.
I want to see it, please. That one, I'm very interested in that one. Please, please, please send us videos of you laughing at Arsenal. I've just found the song I was looking for with Bukayo Saka. He's going to limp in a minute. 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 He's going to limp in a loop.
And my last piece of admin information for you guys. Don't forget to use the one-up feature on SportyBet. For example, last night, you could have used the one-up feature for Arsenal. They don't have to stay one goal ahead. They don't have to win the game. You just have to predict them to go one-up. That's all that counts on SportyBet for the one-up feature. So there you go. Lots to talk about this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, Alex, that seeds give you like a lot of, like, because you're already a bully, and then it gave you...
What? Excuse me?
And I feel like it just like intensified
What can I say?
your tactics when it comes to other teams. And we never talk about your team because...
They're rubbish.
They are. It's a position of power.
Same as Manchester United, you know.
They're not
Never have
rubbish.
to worry. No, well,
Not at the moment,
right
they're
now,
not.
at the moment, well,
Guys, let's start off with the North London derby. That is the big fixture in the Premier League this weekend, and I'm going to go straight to you, Kamogelo Motetswane. I know you said this is your bread and butter, and be honest with me. Be honest with me. Take off your Arsenal hat. You can still be an Arsenal fan, but truthfully, after last night's result, what are you concerned about?
Everything.
Because
let's not lie, it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
No, it's not. It's not. We've actually had a bad start to the new year. We have only won, I think, 2 of our Premier League games in 2026. So
Wow.
Jesus.
that's not good.
Is that your top team? No, is actually, wait, is this the top team?
say somebody who's supposed to match
So-
United.
No,
Arsenal's
do you know how
most
many
recent-
games we've won this year already?
Then
Yeah,
I think
but why you
I think-
Do
forget?
you know where we are on the table?
Arsenal's
where we
most
are on the
recent
table, but I'm
Premier
just
League
saying.
results. Last night, 2-2 draw with Wolves. The week before, 1-1 draw with Brentford. They beat Sunderland 3-0.
Oh, we beat Sunderland.
Before that, you beat Leeds 4-0. And then before that, it was the 3-2 loss to Manchester United.
Yeah, but Manchester United is still beneath us now. On the
Yeah,
table.
but it's from the first
But
half
you're
of
not
last season.
first.
But I'm proud of where we are, okay?
But
Do you know where we are last
Where
season?
is that?
Do you know where Arsenal was last season? Yeah?
Higher than United.
And they bottled the league. This year again, they're
We
about to bottle
we
it.
didn't bottle the league last season, bro.
What do you mean?
We were never first. We were hardly ever first.
So you
last
got
season.
3 wins in 2026 in the Premier League.
Yeah, which is not good. And I think, you know, I'm the biggest, like, Mikel Arteta. I'm the biggest advocate for Mikel Arteta. When people wanted him sacked when he was first taking charge, I was backing him. And I feel very good about that. But now is another time for him to prove himself. And I feel like, you know, I've been kind of, you know, giving him some leeway because of where he's brought in us. But I feel like now we play too much with, not the handbrake on, but we want to control games more than we want to actually kill them off. You know what I mean?
You guys are not playing football.
When we're there.
Sorry, excuse me. Why are we even blaming Mikel Arteta? Was he the one that fumbled the ball? Sometimes
No,
we should,
but
we should also blame this player.
Of course, no, everybody.
Yeah, I can understand.
Everybody is to blame for yesterday.
Yeah.
100%. I agree. Gabriel and Raya are suspect number 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But Mikel Arteta is also there because from about the 30th minute, we were very passive in the way we were attacking. We gave Wolves the space to grow into the game. You know, we didn't kick them while they were down. When they were there to be
You guys were
kicked
busy
down.
getting in injury, trying to waste time. Remember, during the game, no.
I feel like they got complacent.
Hold on.
That's what I'm
Hold
saying.
on. Let me tell you.
Exactly.
No, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Right.
Do you know where I was disappointed with Arsenal even more, Moteswani?
All of a sudden, you're disappointed. Were you happy?
No, wait. I'm happy, but I'm just trying to give points. Let me point out some of the mistakes. How are you playing a wolf, right? You're playing a team that's on the relegation zone.
Bottom.
And bottom, literally. And literal, right? And you were literally at the dying minute. Arsenal players were look at Gabriel, they were falling on the ground trying to kill time.
By the way-
You're playing Wolves. Hold on, let me finish. Against Wolves. No, there's a difference between you're playing Manchester City, you're trying to kill time so you could just get that win and go. You're playing Wolves, and these guys, you see Trossard, all of them, they were forming injury on the ground. I remember when we were watching this game here, I told you that what's going to be so painful is when this guy score a last-minute goal, yeah, he will be, and that's exactly what happened. I said it here, remember? This was even at about 60th minute, I made that statement. And for me, it was very shameful to see Arsenal, with the caliber of players they have, playing a bottom table. And they are trying to do all those stupid gimmicks. Like, it was reminding me of Morocco in the AFCON, where they were using towel to want to win. Like, all those gimmicks. A wolf.
Hey.
Oh, you know, come on, you know now. That's exactly what come on.
You know.
It reminds me of Man City under Pep Guardiola when Pep Guardiola overthinks things.
That's what I'm saying.
He's so concerned
students.
about the minute details, about how they can get 1% better in every area. And that, to credit to him, has done fantastically for Arsenal. They're a miles better team than they were 2 or 3 seasons ago. But when you concern yourself about the minor details so much, there comes a point where you've got too many things
But
that
then
you're concerned
what
about.
details has he been working on so that this team could be perfect or whatever?
You know Arteta.
Yeah, but
Every single thing, whether it comes to where you take the throw-ins from, what part of the ball that you kick a free kick with, the set-piece positioning, where each player has to stand from a corner, where each player stands at a goal kick. He's so concerned about the minute details, which has gotten
kind
him a
of
lot
takes
of
off-
success.
He kind of takes off the core of it all, which is playing football, and I think
When you concern
that's why we
yourself
don't
about
enjoy
so
watching them.
much, Arsenal last night, the talent that they had on that pitch are more than capable of scoring 4, 5, 6 goals against this Wolves side.
Exactly.
Yes, we've got to give credit to this Wolves side. They defended well. They made the game hard for
Or
Arsenal.
resist-
They actually did. That's the thing. They didn't even, because literally in the second half, we didn't even bother to build on what we were. I don't even think we had a shot on target in the second half. I stand to be corrected. But we didn't even give them opportunity. Like I said, that opportunity for them to grow into the game was there. We literally gave it to them on a plate, which is why I feel like I need to put the blame on Arteta.
Stand up. They had 1 shot on target.
Okay.
So much for league title contenders.
Yes.
But you need to be like.
Do you want to know how many shots on target you had in the whole game? So, Arsenal's possession stats, 58% possession. Total shots, 10. On target, 3.
I'm sure.
4.
I'm sure 7 of those came in, like 7, 8 of those came in the first
First half.
100%.
I mind you.
In the second half, 3 shots in total.
Anyway, to play the
mind
devil's
you-
advocate. Sorry, you go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I mind you, in the first half, when you look at the ball position in the first half, I think we saw it from here, and I think it was like 60-something to.
We were dominating.
I think it was some kind of ridiculous numbers, and Yeah, you know that the way it turned out in the second half was just very shameful. Man.
Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like the first goal, the false wolf goal, there was absolutely nothing anyone could have done about it to save.
Oh no, that was
That was a beautiful goal. But the second one, come on, you should be communicating. You're a defender and your goalkeeper. Both of you are going for the ball. There should be some sort of communication because I've watched live games and I know that, you hear people screaming on the pitch, hey, even like in Nigeria, you hear things like, oh, no biobo, leave on. Oh, but, all this kind of thing. You need to communicate with your teammates. That's what I expect.
But why
are
you
you
saying
pointing the finger at here then?
No, both of them, because there was no communication whatsoever.
No, but why
they
you blaming-
should be talking
but why
to
you-
each other.
And this is the second
No,
time
because-
these two players are in this same situation because against Sunderland, the very same thing happened.
No,
Yeah.
but why you guys just putting it on?
It's
Arsenal?
simple, leave it,
For
leave it,
example,
leave it.
when you look at Saka's goal, yeah, Wolves could have also said that. What were our defenders doing when Saka just went and head that ball in? Like, because to me that was a shame.
No, but then that was
you might not
earlier
say
in the
it's
game.
Wolves.
But then, no, forget about whether it's Wolf. It's the timing. That thing happened in added time. You shouldn't be making some
Yeah.
sort of mistakes, especially when you're just one goal up and you know that if they score, it's an equalizer. You're dropping points. 93 minutes into the game, I think they gave them 6 minutes of added time. And then that was like the 93rd minute. We saw that happen. So it didn't make sense. If you're not going to score, then you shouldn't be conceding. Keep the scoreline as it is. I felt like Arsenal should even have been pressing for a third goal rather than even being in a situation whereby they were defending. They were defending. And when you're in that situation where everyone is scrambling for the ball, it's only a matter of time before the ball finds the back of the net. Whether it's through scrabbling here and there, it's going to find the back of the net. So I wasn't surprised. When immediately I saw the fumble between Raya and Gabriel, I just knew that all this ball had to do was to drop in front of a Wolves player and we'll see another goal. And that was exactly what happened. It's a shame because that could cost them the league.
I don't want to spoil viewers' enjoyment tomorrow of the Sporty Codes, but Clinton, I know you've been cooking up a KlintonCod for this weekend. Did you put Arsenal or Spurs in there?
You know what?
Can you remember?
I do remember, and I purposely avoided that game for some.
Okay.
Yeah, I avoided that one. And trust me, if I was going to include that one, I know what I would have done there.
What would you have done?
I would have gone Spurs to win.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go for an Arsenal win.
Because honestly, I think this is now a spiritual problem for Arsenal. It's just going to continue going downhill from here. The next game Arsenal will get is.
The only thing that's consoling me is this is the first time this season, this part of the year, that we've really had a bad stretch. Like this, surely it can't go on. I am hoping and praying. I prayed last night when I got home. I was like, Jesus.
This is what you pray for when you go home?
This is exactly what I pray for.
See, Arsenal fans, they don't have problem. That's why their club is giving them a problem. Can you imagine? My man goes home to go pray for his club. Wow.
Please.
When we Man U fans, we are going to pray for long life. We are praying for
Parents,
protein, like parents, friends. He's going to
children.
health. Do you understand? These guys are going to pray for their club. Like their club is giving them extra problem. Oh God! Thank God I'm an Arsenal fan.
Please.
Imagine that's an Arsenal fan.
Please, God.
So
please,
you mean that when
give
you want
us
to start,
this Premier
hold on.
League.
So when you
give
want
us
to
this
start,
quadruple.
So when you want to start your prayer point, you say, "Dear Jesus, I'm an."
I start with my family. I start with my friends. And then I go to
Cabello, a bird in hand is better than 10 in the bush. You're busy talking about quadruple. You haven't even secured one.
A burning
A bird
Bird
in
in the
hand.
hand.
A burning hand
Yeah.
is
Oh,
better
burning.
than
That's a Nigerian translation. 10 in the bush.
turning.
Sometimes
10,
start again,
10,
because
10
me, I'm
in the
Nigerian,
bush.
and this one is very hard for me.
A bird in hand.
A bird.
Oh, a
Like
bird,
bird
in
in
hand.
in-
I thought you said a
Like,
burning
no,
hand.
they-
Yeah,
like
a bird in hand is better than 10 in the bush.
What does that mean?
10 in the bush.
The one that you want, hold on to the one, Kim Jika, like hold on to the one
so
that you
basically
have.
the one you have is better than the ones that you
You're-
can chase. The
Jeez.
bunch of them in the bush.
So in a bid to hold on to that one firmly.
what he's saying is that
Appreciate what you have. and-
Exactly,
No,
because
in fact,
while
what
you're
he's try-
busy,
what
chase
he's trying
because
to say,
that's-
you're trying to chase for
For
when there's
one that you've
you
not
are
even
clearly-
heard on to.
you've not held it properly.
So Arsenal are trying to chase after the Champions League.
Exactly, when they've not
FA
got
Cup in the bush.
Yeah.
They've got the Premier League in their hands. And it's flying away.
Yes.
It's trying to fly away.
Right.
Okay. There you go.
That's it.
In one word, starting with you, Nouha, are Arsenal winning the Premier League?
No.
That
Kamogelo.
was quick.
Yes. Of course,
Angel.
I wanna see you.
Who?
Are Arsenal winning the Premier League? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Clinton.
Big fat no. And my no goes to the gym. Like my no pays
Every
30
day.
euros. Like no, my no pays 30 euros a month.
To go to the gym?
Yeah, my
Are you trying to tell us
great.
how much you pay for your gym?
I'm not saying what I pay,
What
what
is
my
your
no
problem?
pays. You think I pay 30 euros for gym? Are you okay?
You look like
Do you know the kind
somebody
of gym I
who
go
pays
to?
30 euros for gym?
For what? That's too cheap, man.
That's too cheap.
Bruh, we're talking about
Do you know if the gym's under the tree with a bench?
Does this no have a personal trainer and everything?
Sorry?
Does this no? You
This
said?
say no. See,
Does he
this,
have a personal
this
trainer?
no, this no has his shares. Like he owns part of a gym.
Okay.
That's how buff.
Wow.
Like no way.
One thing I'll say though is that there's still a lot of games to play.
Yes.
13, right?
That's not what you were saying in January.
Or 12? No, that's.
You have to become a Nigerian. You know, this is where we're good with permutations. You pray that
yes.
you're the
Mathematics.
person losing, and then you get
11?
This one,
There's a lot of
Man
games,
City
bro.
have this game, they will lose like 5, and they will win this one, and then these people will now reduce their points.
And then this player, he's
And this
older
one-
than what he says.
yeah, all kinds of nonsense.
This is Man United trying to work out.
And
if they can
don't
win
talk
the
about
league.
eligibility. He's not eligible to play, they dock their points.
No, but genuinely, there's a lot of games to play, and this is the first time Arsenal, this little spell at the start of the year, this is the first time where you can say, okay, no, things are not in a good moment, as opposed to the people that are chasing us who have been even more inconsistent than us.
But
No,
this is
no,
the
no, no.
crazy
you
thing.
wanna
Say
hear-
it, say
Man
it as
City
it is.
right now, you know this is the point where you remember last season as well. You know they were having that really bad spell, especially with Rodri. You know, a few things was going on, and then when they clicked, they were not looking back again. They were having the same thing this season as well. And guess what? I think Man City they've picked up again, and I don't think they are looking back.
See, I think if not for the inconsistency of Man City, Arsenal would not be talking about being at the top of the league right
Facts.
now.
The
Facts.
inconsistency of
Because
every,
Manchester
the
City have
consistency
dropped
of
points
every
where
club in the
100%.
Premier League right
Because
now. Every club
But whose
has
fault
been
is that?
so bad.
fault is
and
that?
Arsenal, this is their best season.
Yes, of
and still look at
And
the
how
points.
many
actually a lot
points?
of
How
best
many
Look at the
points?
points. Liverpool, last season was their best season. You could see it in the points. I mean, they were flying with the league at this point of the season. And Arsenal, they still are not getting that big
That grip.
Yeah,
gap.
but doesn't that tell you like how competitive the league is? Isn't that
No,
a reflection
it's-
of how competitive it is? Because I think Chelsea holds that record for 95 points under Mourinho. Who has the highest number of points? I think.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
But
It
it,
was-
can
yeah,
also,
yeah.
it can also
So,
push you to think.
Pep
is-
Pep later broke it. I don't know how many it was. I think it was Mourinho with Chelsea at some point, and then later Pep broke it. I can't remember.
But
now.
it can also
But
push you to think: is it really competitive, or is just everyone
it
is
means
doing
it's
so bad?
competitive. It's
That
a team at the
Arsenal,
bottom.
who are kind of good, but not very good, kind of,
Yeah, but then that still
Rise from
boils
that.
down to how competitive the league has become. You know,
I don't
like
think
nobody
it's that.
is really teams are bad, yeah. But then you can also interpret it to be the fact that people are competing. The competition is tougher than it used to be, where the best 6 or the top 4 at some point, it was the top 4 at first, were dominating, and then later it was the top 6. But now, like, you can't say any team is a small team. You can be beaten any day by a mid-table team. You can draw points against
no,
Wolves.
You can't say that because Wolves have been losing against everybody.
But Wolves, they've actually been games where you look at Wolves, and the Arsenal games in particular,
Especially in 2026.
they've actually like you look them play and you see like actually
Why-
like,
how the
how
hell
are these
are
this
you
bad?
at the bottom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
how
They've
is
started
this
to play
bad?
well.
Yeah.
Rob Edwards is doing a decent job.
Exactly.
He's not going to keep them up, but he's done a decent
Yeah, he's done a decent job, and that goes for all the teams in the bottom tier. I mean, West Ham are now fighting for their lives. You know what I mean? I don't know who else is there. Burnley beat somebody a few weeks ago. But these guys are now in a position where like they're fighting for their survival. The league is now at that stage where it's do or die. You know what I mean? So we were terrible yesterday. I'm not even excusing Arsenal. We were horrible. All those players, I don't know, like
Even Calafiori came on.
we were terrible.
And help them to get the good
Camegelo's
equalizer.
favourite player, Calafiori, came on.
I
and
love
scored
him,
an
but
own goal.
I love the way he plays. He plays like
Yeah.
he just causes
he
chaos.
plays like he
He
wants
scores
another team to
goals.
win the league.
Man City.
Yesterday I don't know what he was doing. But no.
Hold,
Gabriel and Raya yesterday, no. That's
hold that thought for a second. We're going to have a short break, and when we come back, well, we have the kick-off of the 9 o'clock games in the Europa League, but more importantly, it's time to keep talking about Arsenal. Oh, and it falls through to the striker. What a goal! I can't believe it. We're just minutes in and it's already 1-0.
Oh, wait, Alex. Look at that fan. He's so emotional. Even his phone is getting some love. But wait, is he leaving? No, somebody stop him. This match is not over.
It is over if you play 1-up.
Get settled early with SportyBet. 1-up. Winning is now that easy.
Hey, baby. I missed you so much. What are you doing right now?
Enrique, I'm in the car now with my family. We are going for lunch. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Yes.
Sometimes you don't have a way out.
This Emeka is a very funny guy.
With SportyBet, you do. Because with our maximum cash out availability, there's always a way out. SportyBet, winning is now that easy.
This is the greatest spectacle in world football, a title decider, and it feels like nothing can sway a game of this magnitude.
Says who? We've been through this before. You just have to believe a little longer. And everybody knows that 1 minute here lasts forever. Because it's not over until we say it's over.
No go change your number to back Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, lots more to talk about. We've got just over 2 hours left of tonight's show. And we want to talk about Arsenal, of course. More and more and more about Arsenal. If you've got something to say about Arsenal, if you've got a question for Kamogelo, a concern, a prediction, send it to our WhatsApp number.
It would be so nice if they could help on a call.
No. Not for Kamogelo's sake, maybe don't. Send us a text.
A voice note.
But let's carry on talking about Arsenal, but more looking ahead to this weekend against Spurs. I want to read you guys Arsenal's remaining Premier League fixtures. You ready to hear this? Mm-hmm. So, obviously they've got FA Cup and Carabao Cup, Champions League to go. But Tottenham away this weekend. Chelsea at home the weekend after. Brighton away. Everton at home. Bournemouth at home. Man City away.
Is this for Arsenal?
Yeah. Newcastle at home.
Thank you, Jesus.
Fulham at home. West Ham away. Burnley at home. And Crystal Palace away.
Nah, they are winning at least 5 games from everything you mentioned. Yeah. No, see, Moteswani. See, I called you on your son, not even your name. See, right now, yeah, just start acting like you guys lost it in it so that you start getting used to it. Because if you wait till then, it will be very hard though. You see what the team they just mentioned? Do you notice that we didn't hear Burnley? We didn't hear Wolves that already you drew. We didn't hear Sunderland. Even Sunderland is even strong.
Some notable fixtures. Tottenham away. Chelsea at home.
Even that Brighton one.
Brighton won. Brighton won.
Man City away. Newcastle at home. West Ham away, who will be fighting for their lives.
Of course.
Burnley at home, who will be fighting for their lives.
You see Burnley and all this one, they'll at least fight. They'll be looking for 1 point, like draw.
Yeah.
Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea. Did I hear Fulham as well?
Yep. Fulham at home.
See, I have so many. You see, on this show, I'm going to be singing a lot of Arsenal don't fall for. You hear this song too many games here. Start getting ready.
You know what I feel? Like, even if they win every game before the Man City game, and Man City wins all their games before then, it will be interesting. Like, let Arsenal win all the games, let Man City win all the games, and then we have the title decider.
Do you want to hear Man City's fixtures?
Let's see.
On the running?
Yeah.
So Man City are still in the FA Cup. They've obviously got the final of the Carabao Cup against Arsenal to come. But Man City have got Newcastle at home, Leeds away.
That's your win.
Forest at home.
That's your win.
West Ham away.
That's your win.
Crystal Palace at home.
That's your win.
Chelsea away.
That one is probably a draw.
Arsenal at home. And then their last fixtures They've got Burnley away, Everton away, Brentford at home, Bournemouth away, Villa at home.
You see, this one is more of an easier fixture for Man City to win compared to what we heard about Arsenal. Arsenal, sorry.
But then the teams that Man City here have dropped points against or lost against. And
Yeah, but that was the first half of this season. I'm telling you that in the second half of Man City, oh Lord. You see, I like the fact that my background now is black. You see, we know when somebody is speaking and black comes in the background, it means that it's danger. This is real
How about
stuff.
Manchester United?
Huh?
Manchester United.
Us, we are still in top 4, Joe. We still, no matter what, we'll still be in top 4. Don't worry.
Manchester United is going to play European football next.
We will come on to
They'll
Manchester
play
United.
Champions League.
But Man United have got Everton, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Villa, Bournemouth, Leeds, Chelsea, Brentford, Liverpool, Sunderland, Forest, Brighton.
It's going to be hard.
I don't think they can. I don't know if there's any game I can convincingly beat my chest and say they will beat this.
There are call them. Let me
Mention
mention
them
the ones who will win.
Everton away,
They will win.
Crystal Palace at home,
Who will win.
Newcastle away,
Probably a draw.
Aston Villa at home,
Probably a draw.
Bournemouth away,
Who will win.
Leeds at home,
Who will win.
Chelsea away,
Who will win Chelsea.
Brentford at home,
Who will win Brentford.
Liverpool at home,
Who will win Liverpool.
Sunderland away,
Who will win Liverpool. Who will win
Are you
Sunderland.
I
sure
think
about
you'll
that?
lose in...
Forest at home.
You're going unbeaten for the rest of the season.
No, listen. No, listen, no. The reason I've just told you what it looks like, because would you not have thought that Arsenal would beat Wolves yesterday?
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm just saying what I think should be happening normally. But
Forest at home.
Forest at home, right? Those are the kind of games that Manchester United might find very, they will struggle with. But I don't think they are going to lose it.
And then finally Brighton away.
They will beat Brighton right now.
You sure?
Right now, United will beat Brighton right now. Facts.
But I don't think United will beat Brentford right now.
United will beat Brentford.
Brentford have done very well this season.
Yeah.
No, they have. But listen, there are some type of games that when you see, in fact, since Michael Carrick has taken over here, have you guys not noticed that it's not about whether we lose or we win. It's about how we play.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think that United, they are standing on a proper ground that even if we lose, you will know that we've lost because it's not because they played badly. It could be maybe the tiniest mistake that any team could have made. It could be Man City, it could be Arsenal, it could be anybody. So you're not saying it because you guys are rubbish in your gameplay. We are now seeing a structure. We are now seeing a connection. We are now seeing unity in the team. You are now seeing everybody putting out proper performances individually. Do you understand? So that's why I have some level of confidence that this United, for us to lose a game right now, it would be that the team we are playing against, they completely were very good and they overpowered the club. But it's not because United were just poor, like what we saw from last season. Last season, if you mention all this stuff, I would have, maybe in 8, 9, 13 games, I would have listed about 9, 10 teams that would have beaten United and maybe one draw and maybe one win. But from what I see United playing right now with Michael Carrick and the positivity from these players, I'm telling you that even some of the teams that are there that you think United might lose to, United could probably still beat them.
I think other than West Ham, they've played well in every game.
Facts.
Carrick.
But those are the games.
And mind you, we've not lost, you know. Mind you, we've
West
not
Ham
lost.
have been playing some good football recently. And they're a tough team to beat.
Fair enough.
Nuno has done a really good job.
Mind you, we've not lost a game.
Don't you think you'll be found out with time?
Huh?
Sometimes you can be found out, Michael Carrick's style and all of that.
No, of course, it
teams
happens. It happens.
begin to watch you.
Time
Yeah,
will
but-
tell. They're
yeah,
playing
exactly.
Everton on Monday night away. Can they get a result?
I feel like we could get a result from it.
I think that I'll
Everton's
feel
home
more
record's
comfortable
good,
with.
No, but I'm telling you,
if
this
we
kind
get
of
a
game,
win-
this kind of
against his former club as well.
this
if
kind
we
of
get a
game,
win,
this
it
kind
should
of
be
game, I'm
like
seeing
a
a 1-0.
slim victory, like a slim, very.
That's why I said I'm seeing like a 1-0 victory
Okay.
for Manchester United.
I don't think we've asked you about this, Angel, because you haven't been here for a while. Ruben Amorim getting sacked. Were you happy about it?
Yes, absolutely. I thought it was long overdue. Like, why wait that long? I feel like they gave him so much time to prove himself, and it was goodbye.
And what do you reckon to Michael Carrick's start as manager? Is it
Oh yeah,
good enough for you to want him to have the permanent job at the end of the season?
I think, of course, he just has to take it. What he has done so far is just a few games, but he has shown us what we failed to see since the time of Sir Alex Ferguson. I don't know if the fact that he was under Ferguson, that belief in yourself, where even the game that you see Manchester United struggle, till the last minute, you see the last game that they drew, the last minute, they're still fighting, We're trying to see like the Fergie time finally trying to come back where you don't give up until the final minute. And I feel like that's something, that's fighting spirit that it has returned to Manchester United. For me, that's enough. Now, whether he's a very, I don't think he's a very tactical manager yet. I haven't seen it. What I have seen is just that motivation in the team. I've seen players become more motivated to play, and I've seen players being happy, and there's looking like there's more unity, and there's now balance in the team.
Do you worry that'll wear off maybe if results start going against them?
That is what I worry about, because then when push comes to shove, the tactical changes that you make will make me understand that, okay, this is a good manager. This is somebody who can manage. This is not just a human manager, but this is somebody who can manage games. This is somebody that knows how to, switch things up, and come up with something different other than just motivating players and they go there and you expect them to do their thing. Because football has evolved. Before, in those days, you just have fantastic players that can coach themselves on the pitch. You send them out there with your motivations and they go there and they do a motivation speech and they go out there and they do. But now you need to be more tactical. And that's why we're seeing more tactical coaches. The old ones like Carlo Ancelotti, they've retired, they've given way. You've seen even the likes of Jose Mourinho struggle because now it's now about, tactics really, really matters. I don't know if Michael Carrick has that, and I do hope that he gets to prove me wrong in the coming days.
Would you, if it was up to you, sorry, before you comment, if it was up to you, would you give Carrick the full-time job? Now.
I'll give him the full-time job now because he's even doing better than the Amorim that I gave a full-time job.
You wouldn't even try and maybe persuade a Luis Enrique to come or another coach?
Oh, okay, now that sounds very tempting. When you say Luis
Clinton
Enrique...
made his 11.
Yeah.
And Luis Enrique was your dream coach for Manchester United.
Yeah, but will he be willing to move?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, that was the problem. I mean, that was just a
because that would be very hard to pass off.
I don't think it's completely unrealistic.
Yeah.
Given how the season has gone.
How many times does Luis Enrique have to come out for it to be unrealistic?
But how many times have we seen before where managers and players have come out saying, I'm not leaving, and then they leave? I think if a club like Manchester United comes along and offers you a good enough deal, Champions League football, the size of the club that Manchester United is, arguably the second biggest club in world football.
You're guaranteed a Champions League place every season.
But the excitement, playing in the Premier League, playing against the best teams in the world, Champions League, Manchester United, Old Trafford.
You have to...
Because come to think of it, though,
he wants a new
what does he have to prove with PSG again, though? He's won the biggest trophy they need.
You have to understand the mentality of Luis Enrique.
What's the mentality?
Right now, he's not chasing the excitement anymore. Luis Enrique, you have to understand when he moved from Barcelona, what happened then. We all know the passing of his young daughter. He talks about it often. He's right now chasing something that I'm saying what he said, that he didn't have before, which is the stability, the fact that his family is happy in Paris, the fact that he's happy in Paris, the fact...
That's what they always say.
But this is what everybody even says, every player. But what I'm saying is... what you
happy in Manchester?
Exactly. But that's what I was going to say now, because you've just mentioned it earlier. If he's giving a proper package...
City to Manchester?
Oh, Paris stinks, man. Now everybody knows this.
No, because Manchester is like the
now, I would rather live in Manchester than live in Paris. Are you okay? Paris. I used to go to Paris every month before. Like, I know Paris. I probably know Paris more than you. Paris stinks.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I don't know about
I'm sorry, what?
No, I don't know.
No, repeat it.
No, I probably know Paris more than you. No, I'm telling you that.
Your chest.
Paris, I don't know who the mayor of Paris is, but they have a lot of work to do.
Well.
No, for real. Like, I feel like they need to put air fresheners in the streets.
To be fair, when people comment, they say that Manchester is actually nicer than Paris is overrated.
It's overrated, for real.
Have you ever been to Paris?
I'm saying what people say.
No, but this is fact, though. No, but this is fact.
Let's not kid ourselves, though. He wouldn't be in Manchester. Yeah. He'd be in Salford or Altrincham or somewhere.
But Salford is still Manchester.
I'm really
like
glad
it's greater.
How you say Greater Manchester? Apparently, it doesn't matter, and that ClintonCod is making up this whole life for him in Manchester.
But listen, I'll tell you.
That's great.
No, listen. If I have the opportunity, I would rather live in Manchester than even live in Madrid.
No, let's even forget about which person is going to leave. Let's talk about Luis Enrique now. I'm just thinking.
By the way, we need to introduce her into the Europa League watch along.
I know what.
Hold on, wait, because hold on.
No, I'm not talking about football.
No, hold on.
I'm not talking about football.
Okay. Let's see what you're talking about here.
I said let us take you and Nouha out of it. Let us talk about Luis Enrique leaving. Which one he would prefer to live in? Because you're making this. About you.
No, it's not about me because
Yeah.
we don't know Luis Enrique. We don't know what's in his mind.
That's
We are
okay.
speaking as if
Let
we
me
are-
call him.
Yeah, no, you want to
And
call
I want to call him. That's why I said, give me. Hold on, let me. Don't worry. I'll call him after the show.
Okay, so you don't have the number.
Yeah.
Let's not speak about.
I will make Luis Enrique call you himself to tell you no. I promise you guys.
I'll tell you.
I will make Luis Enrique call you himself to tell you no.
No.
No, but
That's
I
a
think he wants to
rejection you
come.
don't want to go through, huh, Clinton?
No. Yeah,
I think you want to come.
If
He's
Luis
never going
Enrique,
to tell you that
I
he's gonna
blocked.
go to Manchester.
I blocked Enrique.
He's never going to tell anyone that he wants to go
can't
to
come.
Good.
Manchester.
Until we
But
come
honestly,
knocking.
but honestly, let's talk about Luis Enrique. Where
Are
is
we
the
not talking about
excitement
him,
in getting PSG? No, because where is the excitement in getting PSG to win a second Champions League or this or that? There's
This
always
PSG?
excitement. It's
There's
not,
no excitement. No, you can't compare.
when it comes to money, I think PSG can give way more money than Manchester
No, but
United.
then-
Bro, they are owing
No,
Kylian
it's not
Mbappe
about
how many million? Have they paid
It's
Mbappe?
the agricultural league we are talking about.
Because they don't want
Who is
to.
he
Because it's a
competing
pity
against?
war between the two. Don't get into that. Let's talk about Luis Enrique and not killing.
Look, but
No,
who
we've
is
been talking about-
against in France. Like you have more to prove when you come to England. You know, like you have more to prove when you come to England. Like,
For
you,
me,
to
I
be
don't
the best,
think
you have to be
Luis
among
Enrique
the
has
best.
anything to prove to anyone in any.
No, he has a lot to still prove because
Nah, he
if you
doesn't.
I don't think he
he has.
I don't think so. I
He's
don't
won a
think he
treble
has
3
anything
times,
to prove
twice?
at this point.
Which way? Which way?
Barcelona.
Remember the instance I gave here on this show. I said even you as a
He's
player,
won it.
so long as you've not gone through the Premier League, yeah, you have a master's degree. If you want to get a PhD, you want to become a professor,
And
you
know
have to
what?
go through the
It's
Premier
good to
League.
have a master's degree without getting a doctorate.
Sorry?
It's good to have a master's degree.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm not
you
saying
should
it's,
have
I'm
a
not saying it's bad, but I'm saying if you want to own, if you, for example, Pep Guardiola right now is a professor when it comes to coaching because he's been around everywhere. But you're not going to compare.
I think Luis Enrique
There's a
is
goal.
just as respected as.
Messi hasn't played in the Premier League.
There's been
No,
No,
Messi.
because
No,
he
hold
said
on.
if you haven't played-
Listen. No, but
there's been no goal. It got
There's-
pulled off.
Oh, okay.
no, but you see, I mean,
Messi is the exception.
No,
I can understand. He's the
Oh,
exception.
Angel, you have to
No,
speak
I
properly.
can. No, because I'm an objective person, you know. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
like you.
impressed. You need to start traveling more.
What did you say?
I said Messi is the exception. And then he said that
Exception
people
to what?
haven't.
No.
If you haven't played in the Premier League, you still have a master's degree,
Right.
not a doctorate, or,
They are
or you're not a
exceptions.
professor.
But are you saying?
They're
Are you saying
exceptions.
Luis
So-
Enrique?
Xabi and Iniesta are even exceptions
So
to that.
who's better, Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo still.
No, let's not get into that.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
not
she
get
needs
into
to
that.
go
But
travelling
Ronaldo
more.
still. Yeah.
There's a goal. There's a goal, Clinton.
Yeah, a goal for Victoria Pleasant. Back to Manchester United.
But no. So
Europa League goes. Europa League goes.
Yeah.
Hello, goes.
Tell me.
Stuttgart have
Okay,
scored
so
against
who's better?
Celtic.
So who's better?
What?
Luis Enrique or Mikel Arteta?
Why would you compare the two? What kind
Well,
of
Premier League
insult is
apparently
Enrique?
being in the Premier League just gives you.
No,
this-
but see, no.
Winning-
I'm just
winning
saying
in
it's
the
more
Premier-
competitive. It doesn't mean the Premier League is bigger than others. Because I'll say that because checking the last few
What
years,
has
the team
Arteta
that
won?
have won the
That's what I'm
Champions
saying.
League, the team that have won the Champions League have mostly come from Spain and other places rather than England, right? They have come more from other leagues. So you can't say, okay, we are saying the English league is better, is more commercialized, is more competitive. There's more money in it. And because there's more investment, financial investment, then there's more competition. So that's why, like, it
I'm saying that
prove
recently,
yourself in the Premier
in
League.
the last 10 years, in the last 10 years, you give it to Premier League teams because, for example, look at the Europa League. You had Manchester United and Tottenham playing the Europa
Please
League.
talk about the Champions
No,
League.
I'm not. I'm saying the competitions, like as a whole, right? When
Yeah.
you look at the Premier League. Right now, I think that's the one league that you can say that there is a lot of drama, there is a lot of fights. When you look at the points, it's like, when you look at even the difference, you look at La
Yeah.
Liga, for example,
Yeah.
Real Madrid and Barcelona, what's the difference between their points compared to the third and the fourth, down to the end of it?
It's more
When you look at even the French league, you go to the Bundesliga, you go to the Serie A, like, you cannot. It's still the Premier League, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Did you understand? So for me, I'm speaking about recently, let's say 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, I cannot deny there was competition in world football. It wasn't about just Premier League. We're speaking about when you look at the Juve, you look at the Milan, the AC Milan, the Inter, you come to the La Liga, you're talking about even this Atleti, that right now, oh God, this La Liga really fell off. You are speaking about a lot of teams in different leagues that are fighting for something. Now it's like all these other leagues, you have only two teams that you already know. In fact, I'm telling you that in year 2028, it's still going to be either Barcelona or Real Madrid for the La Liga, whether you like it or not. Do you understand? You go, at least in the Premier League now, you cannot say in year 2028 it's going to be your Arsenal. It could be randomly Leicester like we saw in 2016. Do you understand? It could run.
That's going to happen anyway.
No, but I'm just saying. I mean, we saw what's it called? Nottingham Forest at some point. They were giving a run.
Yeah,
like,
last
you understand? Like,
Even now, Villa is like...
yeah, like there are some random things you will see and you're like, wait, okay, there is proper competition here. But you will not randomly see Sevilla being second in the La Liga right now. It's not possible. You will not see maybe Stuttgart or you understand being in even the Bayer Leverkusen that was a kind of like giving they won it at once with Xabi Alonso. Where are they?
Well, they're in the Champions League, right? You know, they just...
No, I'm speaking about the league. I'm not speaking
Like
about... Anybody could go to Champions League.
Yeah.
Look at random teams in Champions League. Some of them are collecting 7, 8. Some of them, they're giving them 5, 4, first half.
Yeah, but
Do you
have the
understand?
likes of Bodo Glimt who are like doing...
No, there's going to be those exceptions, of course. I'm not writing every single team off, but we're still trying to say, when it comes to the league, right, the Premier League still has, like, proper, miles away upper hand compared to any league currently.
And I agree. But I
Forgive
don't think
my-
Luis Enrique is going to it. Anyways.
Forgive my questioning, but is that your point towards potentially going to Manchester United?
Luis Enrique going to Manchester United.
That makes more sense for him than seeing a PSG.
Exactly. For me, Luis Enrique going to Manchester United is the next level for him, in my opinion. That's another challenge. This is him now going to say, okay, I want... And mind you, it's not like United, they're a rubbish team at this point. Right now, United, they have a team. They're a big club. You mentioned it. Arguably the second or, they are still top 3 biggest club in the world, whether you like it or not. Do you understand? So it's not like he's going to downgrade. Are you talking about Champions League legacy? It's there with Manchester United. Is it the Premier League? They have it. You understand? So, you see, when you're hearing truth, you start coughing. We are talking... Bless you. Are you... I have a glass of water. Come. Don't worry, I've not drank this one.
We do have a lot of people, by the way, that are very happy to see you back, Angel.
Oh, thank
We have
you.
Angel with a few love hearts. Our angel is back. I repeat, our angel is back.
Thank you.
Our Queen Angel is back.
Aww.
Happy to see you, Angel.
Oh, thank you. I'm flattered.
Sorry, stop reading. No, stop reading. Stop reading those things. It's okay.
Someone said, I think you'll hate Arsenal. Where did you get that impression from? Yes, someone said this is a psychological problem from Arsenal, but they will get over it.
I hope so.
And
Fair enough.
someone else said it's just a blip, but Arteta needs to pick his priorities.
See, if Arsenal wins the league, I'm going to dance on the sets.
I'm going to call them
I'll be so happy.
They are not ready.
Honestly, thank God I'll be on holiday for 2 weeks.
Life. You see, there needs to be balance. Life. You see the way Clinton was celebrating the equalizer.
Hey, then if Man U finishes in the top 4, even more, double the dance.
Yeah, no, I will dance. But if Arsenal wins
I
the league,
can't wait.
if Arsenal wins the league, 2 weeks off, and me will come and share here with you. God forbid.
67% of you said Luis Enrique would be a good Manchester United coach.
Yeah, he will
Yeah,
be.
would be a good Manchester United
It's not
coach.
be-
I agree.
Winning.
But
whether he
going
will
to be a
move.
manager.
Yes, he will move. No, we offer him the right. If we give
I
him the
know
right
you don't
deal.
want to hear it because you're a PSG fan, but realistically, it's not. It's plausible.
It's not plausible.
It is.
I'm telling you guys,
Nouha,
no.
If Luis Enrique,
No, it's sounding very sentimental.
hurt.
if Luis Enrique can win the Premier League with Manchester United in the next 2 seasons, it'll be more impressive than his treble with
Yeah,
PSG.
100%.
Thank you.
Facts.
Absolutely.
That's the prestige that comes
And
with
you know,
Facts all the time.
coaching.
If anyone
Coaching
wins
is
the Premier League, it's
Premier
more
League.
impressive than a PSG treble.
I'm telling.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, sure.
First of all, it's not a trouble.
Celtic
Yeah.
have scored, by
It's
the way.
more than that.
Is he here now?
Second of all, he made PSG win their first ever Champions League. How is that not something that's impressive?
He made PSG win the second Champions League?
The first.
The first. Oh, that's impressive.
Of course that's
No, wait,
impressive.
you're not talking about the Champions League. They're talking about the league.
No, we're not.
Oh, the treble,
Yeah,
the
of
treble,
course.
and the treble.
I
and
mean,
the treble.
well, Champions League is.
Oh, they're including the Champions League and the treble. Yeah.
But it's not just a treble. He won every single cup that PSG was fighting for.
Okay.
So it's 6 cups in total.
I
Yeah,
also
but
woke
winning
up
the
this morning
Premier
and
League with
drank
this
water.
crop of teams there, that is a very, very tough.
It'll be.
Manchester United has won many Well, in the past.
Yeah, in the past. But you know what I worry about for this Carrick thing? I feel like he's a good manager, but let's say we finish in the top 4 and we're competing in the Champions League.
Oh,
Is it a
Celtic.
manager? And then the next season, you know, you finish in the top 4, you want to remain there, maybe push forward to third, second position, maybe. Then later you're talking about winning the league itself. So in the long run, I don't know if he's the coach for us, like if he has that.
But
That's what I worry, but I do hope that he grows into it because I don't know, I wasn't born then, but when Sir Alex Ferguson took over the reins of Manchester United, was he really regarded as a world-class coach?
Well, no. So he joined from Aberdeen. And after his first maybe year...
He struggled. I know that he did struggle. Yeah,
so
before he hit the ground running.
It
took him a while. So could Carrick be that?
But he won trophies at Aberdeen, didn't he?
Yeah, he was good at Aberdeen. Yeah, he's already made a name for himself. And we can't say that about Michael Carrick.
But he also struggled when he came to Manchester.
Yeah, he struggled.
There's no denying that.
It was and then in this modern day football, do we have the time to give coaches? I mean, we're not Arsenal. Does Manchester United have that patience? No, because I respect what Arsenal does. You know, Arsene Wenger was there for so many years. He wasn't winning. He was finishing in the top 4, and Arsenal was okay with it. They were spending a lot of money, and that was good for them. They were doing good business. Well, they were making it to the Champions League, and that was good enough for them.
I don't think it's Alex, too. I think it's just that now there's this sense of urgency when it comes to winning that there wasn't before.
No, but then look at Arteta has been there since 2019.
Yeah,
and
but they didn't have that sense of urgency. Now they're starting to have it. That's why I think if Arteta doesn't win this year, he's gone.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they are patient enough.
They won't fire him.
They've been patient enough, but with Arteta, it's a different thing because we've seen growth. Each season. Arteta has gotten better. This Arsenal team has gotten better each season under Arteta. So, I mean, if Carrick is improving with Manchester United, if he's with what Manchester United has gone through since 2013, if he's able to make remarkable progress season after season, that's good enough. I mean, we can still be patient. We can borrow a league from Arsenal and be better and learn how to be patient with coaches. Although that was not what we saw with Amorim. And he was given a little bit of time. So, I don't know. But Luis Enrique, if he wants to come, I want him to.
From one club needing a new coach to another club that are looking at getting rid of their coach, Liverpool. They're facing Nottingham Forest away this weekend. Arne Slot, will he still be the Liverpool manager this time next season? Or at the start of next season?
Do you know that I'm shocked that Arne Slot is still there? Honestly,
but do you want them the Premier League? It's not that.
No.
Talk about giving managers time.
I'm about giving managers, but I expect that, you know, with the signings, they spend over 400 million.
You don't get time?
No, I'm saying that's the reason why they must have given him time. But with the amount of money spent, most club management would have sent you packing because they've made a lot of investment. They didn't make this investment. He took over Klopp's team. It was Jurgen Klopp's team that he inherited and did well with that team. And we commended him to be able to take over a team that was already fully built and put together by somebody else because we know how long it took Jurgen Klopp to build that team. Jurgen did not hit the ground running immediately.
Slot doesn't deserve any credit for the Premier League that they won.
No, I'm saying that we gave him credit for that because to take over another person's team, although that team was already built, David Moyes took over a team that won the league from Sir Alex Ferguson and messed it up. So for Arne Slot to be able to do that, it is commendable. But then they made investment. They felt, he was able to survive with this team. Let's make more investment this season. Let's let some people go. They did that. They spent over 400 million. And not million naira. We're talking about millions of pounds, millions of euros. You know, and at the end of the day, they don't have anything to show for it.
I was looking actually sidetrack. Someone with they put on 100,000 naira on a 20-fold bet.
Yeah.
And they won 200 million naira on SportyBet this week.
Wow.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Crazy.
So someone put a 20-fold bet on SportyBet this week.
Yeah.
100,000 naira was the money that they bet.
Yeah.
They won 200 million naira.
Wow. You see why you should keep playing with
200 million?
Yeah.
250
million naira.
Bruh.
That's a lot.
And how come this person is wise? So this person did not even go on Twitter to make noise. Usually
how much euros that?
I'm going to look
That's
now.
about 100,000 euros or something.
No, it's more than that.
By the way, if you're
200
watching,
million.
200 million. So yeah,
like the dollar is 1,300 now.
£110,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, pounds.
So yeah, about 125,000 euros.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
And do you know how much he used in betting that stuff? He used about £100.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good business.
Killed it.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Bet on Sporty Bet.
£55.
No, you said it was 200.
100,000.
You said 100,000?
Yeah.
100,000? So that's even 50.
It's £5.
£55, and he won £110,000.
Wow.
Julius, you there? No, let me tell my guy Julius because, oh boy.
This is why you should keep doing things with Sporty Bets, you know?
Exactly. Well, stay tuned to Sporty Codes tomorrow evening, and you can see the other big winners across Africa. Clinton, Arnie Slot, should he go? Should he stay?
To me, I think it would be too easy for them to start calling for his head, man. I know there's that argument of, yeah, he won the Premier League. However, it wasn't really him that won it. It was more like a team that's been set up pretty much by a club that he used in winning that one. But I feel like, nah, that's too early for... But then again, if they sack him, I still wouldn't be surprised, or I still wouldn't fight anybody, because after spending all that money...
Stuttgart scored the second goal.
We don't really care.
No, but it's a Moroccan who scored the 2 goals, so
I don't care about
I care.
Moroccans.
Stuttgart are 2-1 up against Celtic.
Did he use a towel to score it?
Is there some part of me thinking...
Sorry, what did you say?
I didn't use a towel to score it.
Sorry, what?
Like the towel.
No, she heard you. She heard you.
I want to be sure you heard me
Do you
again
mean
and again.
did they cheat? This is maybe... I don't know, this is maybe blowing it out of proportion, but with the links of Xabi Alonso, we know that City are looking at Xabi Alonso.
Really, City?
They've drawn up a 4-man shortlist. Cesc Fabregas, Enzo Maresca, Xabi Alonso, and there was another one that I can't quite remember.
I think that was it.
Yeah, there were 3 or 4 names, but Xabi Alonso was one of the names on that list.
To be honest, I see Fabregas.
Cesc Fabregas would be better for me.
Yeah.
I think Guardiola will even recommend Cesc
But that's why I'm saying, if you're Liverpool, as much as you maybe don't want to sack Slot because he's slowly improved things, given how the start of the season, but when you've got someone like Xabi Alonso available, don't you just go for him?
Who was the original...
I don't think Xabi Alonso could manage this Liverpool, because for me, I think Real Madrid already, I don't know if he came with the pressure, but somebody who's not able to handle Real Madrid and the heat that came with the club, I don't think Liverpool is going to come even easy for him. Or
even
easier.
if it's his former club.
Yeah. No, but I think it's a different generation, different mood of gameplay currently. I think that you know, Xabi Alonso he's not grown up to that level where he's coaching. I know you can say, okay, but what about Vincent Kompany, who relegated the team, went to the best team in Bayern Munich and started, you know. However, but there's an argument to that, because I feel like if I go coach Bayern, I will still win the league. Like, I think
before Vincent Kompany impresses us, he has to win the Champions League, or win something, you know, that is outside
of the German football. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like Xabi Alonso to Liverpool will be too much for him as well. If Xabi Alonso wants to go coach a team, in my opinion, mind you, the team that he coached was Bayer Leverkusen. We understand that he's done something remarkable, but I don't see it extremely remarkable considering the league where he's come from.
What?
Yeah. Sorry?
That was impressive, bro.
What do you mean impressive?
They literally went the whole season without losing,
Stop.
bro.
Yeah, but that's the question. If you look at that whole team, if you look at that league, there are like 3-4 teams there that you say you have to beat for you to know that.
One team really.
Bruh, you're talking about Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen is his own team. You're talking about Dortmund. Leipzig is not even in that number, man. It's not in the number to me. We're talking about, hold on. I don't rate Bundesliga. I promise you I don't. Whatever you want to say. Yeah, bring the best 19 teams from Bundesliga. Go put them in the Premier League. Where would they be? What are you on about, man?
Bro, but Bayern, who's dominated Bundesliga for all these decades,
yeah, there's a reason why. There's a reason why they are dominating it. Listen, it's very normal. We saw Albacete winning Real Madrid. These things happen in football. It doesn't mean all of a sudden you become a legend because you've won a big team. If you are such a big team, why are you still in the League 2, in the second division, where you play? Do you understand? So for me, it's not by saying because you won everything straight, all of a sudden you are now the biggest or you've done something crazy. Bro, this is the Bundesliga. Look at the Premier League, for example. How many times has a team played all season, and they've won every single game like that we saw in them. You only see it in those kind of leagues. Come on, man. You could probably see it in
where he got Leverkusen? They were fighting relegation when he took over.
Oh, no, listen. That's what I'm telling you. It's because of the league where he plays for. Bro, you think... Let him go and bring Burnley now. Let him come and take Burnley in Premier League and come and...
He's too good for Burnley, bro. He's too good for Burnley.
That's what I'm saying. So you're saying it's too good. What he's done now, you've just mentioned it with Bayer Leverkusen, right? You are saying that they were fighting relegation. He coached them to the point where they are... Let him now come to the Premier League now. Bring Burnley or go and carry Wolves. Yeah, and make Wolves finish... I'm not even saying win the league. Finish top 4 with Wolves.
No, he won't finish.
Who can
finish top 4 with Wolves? Premier League is not like that.
I mean, but look at Nottingham Forest. I mean, they didn't finish, but at least...
Espirito Santo moved them, to be top 10. So who was to say, no.
Of course, no. Yeah, no, he's the top coach.
Move them to top 10. Yeah. So maybe Xabi Alonso will move them to winning the league.
No, I think Xabi Alonso is good enough for Liverpool. I think Real Madrid...
Nah, it's not good enough for Liverpool.
Real Madrid, he was out of his depth. But
that's my problem. But that's my problem. Why are you talking about Real Madrid in 2025, 2026? Listen, if you bring this Real Madrid to the Premier League, where do you think they'll finish?
Third.
In terms of personality.
What?
Third.
This Real Madrid.
Right now?
Yeah.
Real Madrid right now, you bring it to the Premier League, they'll finish third or fourth. Are you okay?
Yeah,
top 4.
They are not finishing top 10.
Considering that Man U is fourth, maybe we can say they'll be in top 4.
You say he was out of his depth.
Man United are playing better football than Real Madrid right now.
Of course.
Kamogelo, you said he was out of his depth at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He had the highest win percentage of any Real Madrid manager in the last decade.
In terms of managing the players and the egos, from a man management perspective, he was out of his depth, I think.
So
this affects what was happening.
Do you think he would be right then, or Clinton's saying that he would be out of his depth at Liverpool? You think?
Yeah, no, Liverpool don't have the big names that Real Madrid have.
Oh my God! What are you saying? What do you mean they don't have the big names? Wait, hold on. What do you mean? Bro, hold on. Wait. Just hold on. This thing,
I'm saying they're big players.
I'm so angry here because of the league where these players play in. You're really... See, this is why I say I don't rate some of these leagues. Because you have two teams dominating the league, and all of a sudden you feel like these are massive. They are bigger than...
But they are massive.
So, is just to ask you a question. Which Liverpool players are bigger than Mbappe and Vinicius Jr.?
Yes, let's...
Right?
No. There's a difference between bigger
and also
and playing better.
Ego, because you're talking about managing, even though he was saying that managing ego.
No. When you say bigger player, for me, what I'm listening to is better players. I'm thinking about
not
playing
better,
football.
Not better, we're talking about ego.
Yes.
Star players.
No. When you talk about star players, Kylian Mbappe is the number 1 in the world.
Yeah,
you cannot.
Liverpool doesn't have this type of player.
That at this point.
No, but people are saying, you said it that Virgil van Dijk, you said it on this show that Virgil van Dijk is the best defender in the world, right? So are you telling me that he does not fit into that? No, is this what you said?
Yes, I did say that.
So does that now mean that Virgil van Dijk...
And by the way, Xabi Alonso, managing Kylian Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. was not the only problem that Xabi Alonso was going through at Real Madrid.
Which other problems, basically? Manager problems?
I mean, the squad, the coaching, the fact that every single game we had a different starting 11, and it wasn't a Kylian Mbappe or Vini Jr. problem. I think that is.
I think it was.
I don't think it was.
Who else was it then?
Because yes, the team itself, it revolved around Kylian Mbappe. Of course, you had Vini Jr. who was out and in of that.
Mbappe and Vini problem?
No. The starting 11 was changing every single match, Alex.
No?
So when was it changing?
Who was to blame?
Yeah, why was it
Who's
changing?
to blame?
The coach. I mean, it's his starting 11.
The point.
It's his starting 11.
Kylian Mbappe and Vini Jr.
I don't think so. I think they were part of the problem. I don't think they were the only problem.
You take Vini out of that team, Xabi Alonso would still be Real Madrid manager.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Because he started all of this with Xabi Alonso.
Vinny.
By the way,
not
you
the
guys are
problem of
talking
Xabi
as if
Alonso,
Carlo
please.
Ancelotti wasn't.
But he was a big problem.
Vini was not the problem of Xabi Alonso.
But he was a big problem.
Yeah, no, he was. See, if the other team was fairing,
Now,
if
for me, the introduction of Kylian Mbappe ruined a lot for Real Madrid.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think that Real Madrid didn't need Kylian Mbappe.
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
They did. Yes,
and they brought him in, and what we started seeing with Real Madrid is we saw. And like you mentioned, Kylian Mbappe is probably the biggest player in the world, right? So we were seeing players who were now trying. It's almost like the coaches or the coach People were trying to make the players play for Kylian Mbappe, but when he was not on the pitch, they were playing for Real Madrid.
Yes,
This is two different things. This is how I saw the game. So whenever Kylian Mbappe was there, you could see that the gameplay was different. When he was not there, it's almost like you are seeing a Real Madrid that you used to watch from before. I give an example. When you see Gonzalo Garcia playing as a striker, it's almost like he's just an ordinary player. As a matter of fact, there are some defenders who are bigger than this player. So now it's almost like, bro, you're there, go and hustle for your ball and score. But when Kylian Mbappe is there, it's almost like everybody has to play to this guy for him to score. You understand? Listen, have you noticed that when Kylian Mbappe is not there, there's some kind of Vinicius that you see that
because he feels like he's the
he's not
main
the guy.
man.
Yes, exactly.
And that was how he was before Mbappe came
Yes,
this season.
that's what I'm
where
saying.
he was supposed to win the Ballon d'Or.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean Mbappe is the problem. Mbappe should not
Mbappe's
have
the
been
problem.
problem.
No, Mbappe is not the problem. And I think you're talking about the introduction of Kylian Mbappe, but then it wasn't just the introduction of Kylian Mbappe. It was because Kylian Mbappe came at a time where Toni Kroos left. Luka Modric was on his last year. These players were not replaced properly. That's the problem right now that we're having with Real Madrid. The problem is not Kylian Mbappe. When Kylian Mbappe is on that pitch, he's the only one who's scoring. That's his job.
No, but listen, see, let me see where you go wrong, right? These players you just mentioned have not been replaced. What was their job before they left? They were creative. They were visionaries. They were creating chances for strikers, wingers to score. So they were watching runs. Somebody like Toni Kroos was somebody who saw the future,
A visionary.
right? Now, when they left, Kylian Mbappe comes in. Did he stop Kylian Mbappe from scoring goals?
No.
Kylian Mbappe still won the Pichichi, for Real Madrid. So what changed? So it wasn't like there was no... Kylian Mbappe was still scoring goals. There's a difference between Kylian Mbappe came, these guys left, Kylian Mbappe was not now scoring goals. You will not be like, okay, there's a problem with midfield. But somehow they were still creating chances. Mbappe was still scoring goals. Mbappe was collecting...
Because he's Kylian Mbappe, of course he's going to score goals. Of course he's going to get the ball. And
but Mbappe was playing. I said, wait, how do you think Mbappe was... Do you think Mbappe is going to the back to go and find the ball to come and score? How?
No, but
is it not somebody that's giving him the passes?
Clinton, I think you watch enough Real Madrid games to know that
Real life,
there's
I'm not
a
just on
serious
TV.
problem with midfielders and defense.
I just gave you a typical example.
No, but you're saying the problem is the introduction of Kylian Mbappe. I'm saying it's part of the problem, but it's not the problem.
It's a big problem.
Listen, I just told you that every player plays for Kylian Mbappe, and that's the reason why my man continues banging goals. There are so many opportunities where you will clearly see that... No, hold on, let me tell you this. There are so many situations where you will see that maybe, what's his name? Jude Bellingham was probably a better person to have scored a goal. It could have been Vinicius. It could have been Arda Güler.
No.
But no, everybody is trying to look for a Kylian Mbappe.
But the last game, Vini was the star and Mbappe was there.
No, listen. Now, prior to this game, think about now the other game. You will see, the one against Real Sociedad. For me, it was a confidence from that game that took Vinicius there. And mind you, if you know, if you look at Vinicius right now, Vinicius is beginning to now get that mind of, I don't want to consider the fact that Kylian Mbappe is here anymore. You understand? So if there's an opportunity, I don't know if you even saw the game against Real Sociedad. There was one pass. Was it Real Sociedad or was it even this last one that they played? There was a pass where
it's the Benfica one.
Yeah, the Benfica where he dropped for Kylian Mbappe. You will see that Vinicius now is no longer trying to play as I'm trying to find glory for myself. If he gets the opportunity, he's going to be Vinicius. He's going to try to dunk the ball into the net. But if he see a clear opportunity, he will still take and cross it into the 18-yard box or he's dropping it for Kylian Mbappe.
I'm sorry, but the Kylian Mbappe you're describing now and this whole thing that you're describing now comes from this season. Last season, it wasn't Kylian Mbappe. Everyone was playing for Kylian Mbappe. It was everyone trying to be the star. Jude Bellingham. I think Jude Bellingham's kind of downfall this past season was because he was trying to be a goal scorer. Vinicius Jr., instead of serving Kylian Mbappe, he was trying to go for it. And we saw that, some of his shots went south. I'm talking about last season. I'm not talking about this season.
That last season, how did he win the pitch?
I think this season they are kind of giving everything to Kylian Mbappe because of the merit he got from being the Pichichi of last season.
No.
I think it's a domino effect. And I think last season everyone was kind of playing for themselves, at least the first half of the season. Everyone was playing for themselves. Vinicius Jr. was being selfish. Jude Bellingham was being selfish. Kylian Mbappe was being selfish. Everyone was being selfish, and that was the problem of the team. It wasn't the fact that everyone was playing for Kylian Mbappe. When Kylian Mbappe came to the club, nobody was playing for Kylian Mbappe because they all wanted to prove that they're bigger stars than Kylian Mbappe. And that was the problem of the team at that point, at his introduction. That's why he was being really bad at that point, because Kylian Mbappe, when he first joined Real Madrid, he was really bad, that people were thinking is this the guy we just recruited from PSG? What's changed? Now, what do you mean what's changed?
Because I don't see any.
Nothing has changed
from Real Madrid.
I'm seeing a different Real Madrid. They're just as bad because they're in this transformative phase. But then it's completely different problems for when Kylian Mbappe was just introduced.
So you're saying everyone's just forgotten about the egos that they had last season?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, yes, the start of the season, everyone was kind of trying to give the ball to the striker who is Kylian Mbappe.
And
but
now?
then, sorry, what?
Are they not trying to do that now?
And now I think now there's some sort of independence when it comes to either the right wing or the left wing or even the midfield. Everyone is kind of trying to get to score because they know they have to, because they know they have to win. That's what I personally think. And
Is that why Kylian Mbappe scores all the goals?
I don't think Kylian Mbappe scores all the goals this season.
He literally scores all.
I mean, he scores like
No one else scores.
99% of them. The other 1% is Militau, and then maybe one
Kylian Mbappe
Vinicius.
scores all
And
then
Vinny, when Mbappe's like, here, you take this penalty.
Yeah, exactly.
When
But
he's got his
isn't
hat-trick
that-
already.
But do we forget that that's literally what he was recruited to do? He's a striker. Of course he's going to score goals.
No, but that's the thing. But that's
But
what.
it's
Listen,
at
also,
the
hold on,
expense of the rest
hold
of
on,
the
hold on.
Now, in football,
Noah,
everyone expects you to
Noah,
play
hold
out
on.
of position,
Noah,
so
hold
you're
on.
expecting the defenders
Noah,
to
hold
also
on.
score.
Noah, hold on. Now, when you look at teams who are dominating, right? We're speaking about teams that you would consider to say, okay, you guys are either topping the leagues or you are playing good football. I'll give you an example. You look at Barcelona. Give typical example, yeah? You will see Lamine Yamal currently, he's both creating assists, he's scoring goals. Look at Rafinha. Rafinha is scoring goals. When you look at Lewandowski, comes on, he still score goals. You look at Fermin Lopez, he score goals. When you look at, what's it called? Ferran Torres, he still score goals. Like, you even look at Koundé. Goal is being distributed around.
team,
You
though.
come to Liverpool, you are speaking, like, everybody somehow, whether you're a midfielder, whether you're a defender,
Right,
everybody
just
somehow.
SummerSlam for Liverpool, but yeah.
Sorry? No. But I mean, SummerSlam for when Liverpool is in crisis.
I know what you mean.
Right, he's coming to their rescue. But when they are playing good
But then
football,
Haaland is
everybody's
scoring
on the
most
score
of the
sheet.
goals that
When you come to
Manchester-
Manchester United, who are now in top 4, right?
Manchester
I can tell you, of course, we need to put them yes now. Look at it. Let's go. And you will see Amad Diallo, you will see Brian Mbeumo, you will see a Dogu, you will see Bruno Fernandes. Like Dogu. You see, for me, a proper team. Arsenal that dominating the league, I hate to say it, yeah? But look at Arsenal as well. Gyökeres at some point, he was very sluggish with goals. We are beginning to see the goals. But prior to then,
But he's still not showing us that he's a
he's
top
not,
level
definitely not.
It's not like you're seeing the goals and you're going, oh, he looks like Haaland.
No, definitely not. 100%.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
You're
No,
not
that's
looking-
that's
Okay, I'll
another
take that
conversation.
back. I'll take that
That's
back.
another conversation.
conversation.
I'll
No.
take that back then. You're not looking at him and thinking, oh, good, he's a Premier League level striker.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Can you tell me, hand on heart, that he think that what
Please
you see...
continue what you were saying. Please continue what you were
Can you
saying.
tell me, hand
That's a
on
different
heart, do you
conversation.
think
That's a
that
different
Gyökeres is a top-level Premier League striker?
Let's focus on Kylian Mbappe.
No.
I can name you 5 strikers in the bottom 4 that are better than Gyökeres.
What the matter is even better than
No,
Gyökeres.
facts. Now, come on.
Strasbourg,
No, facts.
Mateta.
Oh, yeah.
Fact, Mateta, definitely fact. No, but like I said,
Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
no, hold on. But you know he knows.
Scores more goals than him.
No, but you know he knows, but it's a different conversation, truly.
You can't accept it.
No. This is another topic that we will soon enter. No,
Yes.
you're not running away from it.
Yeah, no, we'll come back to you.
I never said anything. He for what he does, all I need him to do is stay in the box and score 10 goals. This is okay with me.
Back to Real Madrid.
Yeah, back to thank you very much.
And this
Back
is a
to-
question I want to introduce into the fray. I don't think Alvaro Arbeloa is the right man for Real Madrid. I don't think he's a tactically good manager.
Definitely not.
Yes, he's bringing the squad together, but
You
I
don't
think
need
that...
tactics at Real Madrid, do you?
Let me finish.
Okay, but finish it.
I
Oh
think
my God, Lille got
I think
scored
he's
on.
tactically inept.
Okay.
You see what he did in Castilla, the under-19s. He's not a good manager. He can bring the team together. Yes, he's got all that team atmosphere, you know, ambiance. He gets to Valdebebas at 7 o'clock in the morning.
And is it just me? That guy looks like one of those guys in movies that, like, if they were actors. You know those people that, you know,
Like war movies,
they'll go and
those old movies.
No war. I'm talking about those ones that would take somebody to the basement and go and slice them off.
Hey,
No, he looks like it.
Christ.
No,
He's such a nice guy.
No, are you not seeing his face? Are you not seeing his face? He looks like Dexter. You know,
No,
have
he
you
looks
seen
very
Dexter?
quiet.
Dexter.
He's very quiet.
He looks like Dexter. Like those ones that.
gosh.
No, that
I
guy
liked him
low-key.
because he was really calm.
No, that guy
as a right
low-key
back
scares
for
me,
Real
man.
But
Madrid.
what I'm saying is I don't think he's a good manager. I don't think he's the
Yeah.
right manager for Real Madrid. Yes, he can bring the squad together for a couple of months, but I don't think he's going to win them Champions Leagues. He's not going to regularly compete for league titles. Yes, they're top of the league now, but this is Barcelona who are going through a little bit of a wobble. Who is the right man for Real Madrid?
For Real Madrid?
They should go back and bring
I
Zidane
think we're
again.
being
No.
too hard on
Nah, let them bring Klopp. Let them bring Klopp. Bring Klopp.
He's
No, for
Going
me,
to
I
France,
better
yeah.
bring Klopp, man.
But I think, yeah, Klopp. I think that's the best
Klopp is the
option.
best
But then
one.
they have Florentino Perez has to give out some level of power to
I mean,
Klopp,
for a
and I don't
start,
think
is there
that's
anyone that
possible.
disagrees with my statement? Does anyone think Arbeloa is the right man?
He's definitely
No,
not the right
No,
person
he's
for a
not.
Real.
He's just an interim guy.
Arbeloa should be
you guys-
coaching Burnley as a start.
You guys-
No,
No,
No, but he
facts.
can't even
Gosh,
coach
man.
Burnley. He doesn't
Do you
have
think
the-
he is the
I
right
agree.
man?
I agree. I agree.
He's
No,
not
no,
Burnley.
that was me trying to give you some credit.
He's earned
No.
himself the right to prove himself.
Yeah,
But
that's true. That's
does
true.
he
That's
earn,
true.
has he earned himself the
Oh,
right
Wigan.
to prove himself beyond this next season? Beyond this
If he
season?
wins La Liga, yeah, sure. Why not?
No.
Who?
No, they're
If
not gonna
Arbeloa
let
wins
him-
La Liga, he should stay at the
Nah,
stairs.
nah,
You-
nah,
you're
but
not-
But
you
for
don't know
Champions
Real
League,
Madrid like
no,
that.
Real Madrid's target is never the
Yeah.
league. It's always the Champions League. Do you
when was
really
the last
think
time they won
Arbeloa
league?
can win you the Champions League?
Barcelona's won the last 2 leagues.
And mind you, Arbeloa winning.
Oh, one?
The Champions League
Arbeloa
is
winning.
the target.
Arbeloa winning the La Liga right now. You know, it's not full credit to.
To
what's-
him, what?
It's definitely not now. Come on now.
Absolutely
What do you mean?
What are you guys saying?
Do you think, first of all, you were talking about Xabi Alonso and how he was not able to control everyone. Do you think Arbeloa is able to control everyone? I
He
don't
has
think
a
so.
better
The
grasp on
reason
things.
why the players are playing kind of better now, and they're not even playing better,
It's
the
'cause he's
reason
not-
that they're scrapping the
Because
wins
he's
they
because
want
he's
to.
Because he's
simp.
letting them do what they want.
Yeah.
He's not making
Yes,
them watch.
it's
He's
the
a
game.
simp. No, I've even
up to
seen.
them.
He's a
I've
simp,
seen. He's
yeah.
a proper simp. I've seen his energy. Listen, I'm never going to lie.
Vinny
Yeah?
Jr. is so great. Kylian Mbappe is the
Listen,
best.
I'm seeing it even on the sideline. The way he goes to speak to even the players, you can tell that these guys are coaching their coach. Facts.
No,
Like
but-
Arbeloa is
no, no,
nowhere close
no,
to
no,
being
no.
a Real Madrid coach.
No, no, no.
Yes.
But it can also be allowing them to play freely. Like Zidane would always tell you, listen.
Yeah, go on.
Zidane will always tell you that the way he coached Real Madrid then, he believed in the players, like their ability, their players that could coach
But that was
themselves.
part of
So he just-
Ancelotti's downfall.
Yes, that was it, part of it, because football has now evolved. That's why I even think if Zidane comes back now, he might still struggle with this Real Madrid side. He will struggle.
Zidane is not coming
because
back.
the kind of play, I said assuming, because the kind of players that you have now are not the players that can coach themselves. Then with Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, Xabi Alonso, you know, those kind of players playing in your squad, you could just relax. Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, Gareth Bale, just allow them to give
Yes,
them one
of
or
course.
two this thing
Yeah.
that motivate them in the
But
dressing
then-
room,
but
and
then-
they go there and
Yeah.
then they play and they
Yeah.
talk to themselves and they
Yes.
control the
Yes.
game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Football has evolved. These players don't have that level of maturity
Fact, I agree
anymore.
with that. I
That's
agree
where
with that.
tactics come. That's why everything
Not the
nice about
experience,
tactics.
not the
Tactics,
maturity.
tactics.
And I think these players, the difference between them and then the older generation is that these Real Madrid players actually think that they're better than what they actually are. And I'm not talking about Vinny Jr. or Kylian Mbappe or the front line. I'm talking about, you know, those guys in the defense, Housen, Asensio. I'm talking about some of the midfielders, Arda Güler. You know, so we've seen a couple of his outbursts saying, why is it always me? These young players kind of think that they're better than they actually are just because they're playing for Real Madrid. And I think that's a bad mentality to go with. But since Arbeloa is letting them think that, I think it is working in a sense, because when you look at the tunnel images, you see Kylian Mbappe coaching the other players. You see Vinicius Jr. and Jude Bellingham telling Arda Güler what to do. So I think it is working to a certain extent because they're actually coaching themselves. But on a long term, Arbeloa, no matter if he wins the league this year or not, he's not saying, because
What were you telling me? What is that expression you used?
I'm going to have to jump in here momentarily, guys.
With the bird in the head?
We are
Oh,
going to have...
that is better than 10 in the bush.
But
We are going to have a short break. Don't go anywhere. More Real Madrid talk after this, because I know there's an hour and a half or so left of the show, and there's lots more that we can say. But we'll have a short break first. Oh, and it falls through to the striker. What a goal! I can't believe it. We're just minutes in, and it's already 1-0.
Oh, wait, Alex. Look at that fan. He's so emotional. Even his phone is getting some love. But wait, is he leaving? No, somebody stop him. This match is not over.
It is over if you play one up.
Get settled early with SportyBet. 1-up. Winning is now that easy.
Hey, baby. I missed you so much. What are you doing right now?
Enrique, I'm in the car now with my family. We are going for lunch. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Yes.
Sometimes you don't have a way out.
This Emeka is a very funny guy.
With SportyBet, you do. Because with our maximum cash out availability, there's always a way out. SportyBet, winning is now that easy.
This is the greatest spectacle in world football, a title decider, and it feels like nothing can sway a game of this magnitude.
Says who? We've been through this before. You just have to believe a little longer. And everybody knows that 1 minute here lasts forever. Because it's not over until we say it's over.
No go change your number to back Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody.
All right, guys, welcome back.
You go ahead, Clinton.
Welcome back to the Sporty Show. Yeah, more Real Madrid talk. And more Real Madrid talk.
I feel like I may be opening a can of worms here that I shouldn't open.
Open it, please.
At what part of this conversation do we start looking at Florentino Perez?
Let's save it for the last, man.
No.
Because
in what sense? Because
In terms of his decision making.
But it's been
but I think that decision making is
Has it,
what
though?
has made them win how many Champions League?
It has, but over the last year and a half, has it?
It hasn't, but are we going to now judge him with that and forget all the years where he's done great?
No, but I
And-
think it doesn't take a blind man to realise that this Real Madrid squad is not good enough in many different departments.
Of course. But then, are you saying that he should go? Because
No.
Okay, not go, maybe
I'm just saying his-
re-strategize.
No, I'm just saying his decision making. You look at Real Madrid's transfers.
Yeah.
Kylian Mbappe, they didn't need him.
Yeah.
It's a Real Madrid signing.
Yeah.
He's a Galactica. I know they don't like to use the term. But you look at the defence. Dean Howson, good defender at Bournemouth, not a Real Madrid level defender.
Yeah.
Asensio, second division at best. Carreras, hardly convincing. Fran Garcia, hardly convincing.
Yeah.
Dani Carvajal passed it. Trent can't defend. That
Yeah.
midfield, they haven't replaced Toni Kroos and Modric. They've known for how long?
But who can replace?
They haven't signed anyone.
Yeah, but another thing...
They know they need to replace Toni Kroos. They haven't signed anyone. They know that Rudiger's past his best. They know that Militau can't play a full season.
Yeah.
They know that Dean Howson, or they think Dean Howson is good enough, but he's quite clearly not. But they haven't signed anyone.
Yeah. But you know that there's one thing I don't like about Florentino Perez is how he's even too involved in transfers. I'd rather you have like a club director who is in charge of transfers, not you making that decision. I'd rather you be in the boardroom, make all the financial decisions and all of that, but allow somebody who understands the game to be your club director in such a way that the person is in charge of those transfers. I feel like he's too involved in it. And that's what we saw at his first stint at Real Madrid, when he had the Galacticos, the David Beckham, the Luis Figo, Zinedine Zidane, and all of that. He was the person in charge. He was the club president at that time. And he was the one that brought this crop of players together. They couldn't win anything with all the good football and the big names and all the commercial value. And then he left. And then he came back. And when he came back, he helped them to win the La Decima and all of that. And then they have progressed since under him. But I would rather like he relinquishes that role of being too involved in transfers. Too involved. Allow somebody else to do it. Don't do it yourself. Maybe then we'll begin to see people who get somebody who understands the game enough to be able to scout and fill in. The person is definitely not the scout, but that person should be involved to know we need to fill in this role. We need to do this. And then they understand that it's not about stars anymore. Like stars don't win you trophies. Let's look about balance in the team. Let's buy people that we need, not people that bring, the commercial value is important. But then if the team is thriving, if we're playing good football, if every role is fortified and we have somebody who can do the job and somebody else on the bench that can come to do it as a substitute when he's not around, we can keep dominating. And then it's not about one player. It's not about the big names. It's now about the team. And it's now about winning trophies. That still brings the club money at the end of the day.
But I do think he has some help from people because he's not signing the likes of Vinicius and Rodrigo. And,
yeah, but he signed Mbappe and every other big name. He signed Cristiano Ronaldo and Kaká.
Yeah, these players. But the young players, that the Fede Valverdes of this world, the Rodrigos, the Viniciuses, like, I'm sure there are people that are helping him, and these are good players.
Nobody's saying they're not people, but he's one club president that is so involved, so invested. I remember
now he's old.
Karim Benzema, he was the one that signed Karim Benzema.
Yeah.
In my opinion, when they let Higuain go, because there was Gonzalo Higuain, there was Karim Benzema. In my opinion, then at Real Madrid, under Mourinho, 2013, 2014, 2012, 2013, I felt like Higuain was even a better striker to me at that time than Benzema was. But they let Higuain go and Benzema stay because he was bought by Florentino Perez. So that has an influence. When he is the one who is interested in getting a player to the club, it doesn't matter. You have to feature that player because that player falls into his whether financial plan. Because as a club president, you're thinking of keeping the club afloat and all of that. If you're not Barcelona, So when you're looking in that direction, you're thinking, commercial. You're thinking investment. You're thinking finance and all of that. So when he gets a player, that player has to play because there's a reason why he brought it up. You don't relegate that player to the bench. So that causes, problem, in my opinion, of the team. Rather than when a coach has control on who he brings into the team, nobody gets in unless the coach needs him.
I agree, and I think the problem with Florentino Perez right now is that, of course, he's getting old. Of course, there are a lot of people around him who are getting involved even more than him in everything that's going on. And I think that's kind of his downfall. I think he has kind of reached his time as the president of the club, and now we need someone
he doesn't go,
who's going. And now we need someone fresh. But the problem is, if someone is going to take the presidency after him, it's going to be someone from his entourage. So same idea, same kind of DNA. And I think Real Madrid right now, of course, I love the Real Madrid DNA. I think it's a beautiful one. I think it's a traditional one. But maybe we need some just slight
What do you mean
freshness.
traditional one?
It's traditional. We love Real Madrid for a reason.
I mean, when you say traditional, I'm trying to because I mean, if you look at teams like maybe the Athletic Bilbao, you would say this is traditional, right? But Real Madrid traditional.
But how Real Madrid function is also traditional in its own way.
So okay. Maybe if you say they see very massive players, they go buy it. It's a tradition for the club. Is that what I mean? It's a tradition, right?
I think actually,
Okay. No, fair enough.
Because Man City, PSG, Real Madrid, they're like elite clubs that mostly thrive with being rich, rather than traditional clubs.
Exactly.
You could say Man U is traditional. You could say Liverpool, Newcastle, Leeds, Nottingham Forest.
Exactly.
I think but you can't deny that. I think you can't deny that the Real Madrid DNA is
What
a
DNA
thing.
is this?
I mean,
what's this?
DNA of champions and winners and everything. That's
You can say that again.
But I think we'll pass the Florentino Perez era and we need to start a new one while continue being the Real Madrid that we've always known. And I do agree that maybe he either gets involved completely and that's his thing to be the sporting director apparently of this club, or he doesn't get too involved. But what we've seen since the start of this season is that there's a mix between him and Xabi Alonso's picks. So two ideas that don't really mash well together. And I think, when you have the Carreras, when you have the Hausen, when you have the, who came on the Franco Mastantuono, it just, these players don't really mesh well together. It's like, what kind of team are you trying to build around this? And it's because we have Xabi Alonso who had some sort of control over it. And then you have Florentino Perez who kind of imposes some players onto you. So it's like,
although you could argue that it has worked for him because signing Cristiano Ronaldo was valuable to the club for a very long time.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale, and I wouldn't
absolutely. I think some of the choices he made, were absolutely changing for the club. But I think right now, when you look at these new signings, I think Kylian Mbappe was the true last signing that he actually made and wanted. And props to him. I mean, who wouldn't want Kylian Mbappe? But then from then on, it felt like he would give Xabi Alonso some power and then some power to the people around him. And it's what resulted to the likes, like Alex said, of Dean Houchen, for example, who Real Madrid thinks he's good enough, but he's actually not. You have the likes of Asensio coming from the Castilla team. And is he really good enough to be a Real Madrid player? Then you have the likes of Carreras. Of course, now he has proven himself. But when he first came, did we actually think that was Real Madrid level? I don't think so. So it's like, I don't know. We're in a phase at Real Madrid where I don't know where we're at anymore.
I think I want to give the example of Manchester City, for example. I believe that Pep Guardiola has total control on who he gets into the team. And Chiqui, the guy from Barcelona who brought Guardiola, he's the one that they confer together. You know, they plan where do we need reinforcement? Is it here? Is it there? I don't think it's the owners of the club. In Real Madrid's case, it's different because it's like a presidency situation, unlike in Manchester City where they are owners, you know, outright owners. So, but I think that they have somebody like a director of football or a sporting director who confers with the coach to know what this team actually needs. I don't think like the hierarchy of the owners of Manchester City say and think that I want to buy this person to come and play in the squad. No, because they have somebody who is designated to do that alongside with the coach. Oh, what do we need? And so far it's been reflecting. Look at the kind of players that Manchester City signs. Yeah. They're not signing big names. They're signing a Czechie that is somewhere in France that you never thought of. And he's here and he's doing great things. They're signing Tijani Reinders. They're signing Nuri. These are players that are good enough at contributing to the team. Immediately they come, they hit the ground running almost immediately. You know, Semenyo, thank you. So what do we need? And that's why when these players come in, the effect is immediate. The positivity that they bring into the team, they contribute. And then you see Manchester, yes, they've struggled this season. They've had their downtimes. Why not? If you've been at the top for so long, there are times when you have your downtimes. But they have consistently brought in quality players. It's not about the big names. It's about what Haaland, immediately he came, he hit the ground running. So I feel like they should be that kind of structure.
I do feel like Real Madrid asked themselves that question. I just think they answered it wrong because obviously we know that what they need is someone who is going to be not at the same level of Toni Kroos, but kind of, you know, come to do what Toni Kroos would do. But then when you see that you have the likes of Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Jude Bellingham, they're thinking, actually, we don't need that. We can just invest in our talent that's already here. So I do agree. I do feel like they asked themselves that question, and they've kind of answered it because they did bring some defensive players. Yeah. But then the defensive players they brought weren't good enough.
But honestly, do you know that if it's not for today's, I don't know, football has just gotten so, I feel like it's regressed, in my opinion, with the kind of quality of players that we have. On a normal day, Dean Housey has no business playing at Real Madrid. On a normal day, leave that like now, football, I don't know. Militau even has no business. Those are players that should come from the bench.
No, Militau. No. For me, Militau is injury. Remove injury.
Yeah.
That guy is a world-class defender, man.
Now, the injury still the glass leg also contributes. It brings the problem.
The fact
that he's always out.
If he's fit.
Yeah.
No. But then again, when you look at the longevity, though, it's very bound to happen. Like, for example, when you look at even the Rudiger. Yeah. Rudiger from Chelsea, he came to Real Madrid. We saw him still pulling weight until injury came. Yeah. And you know, when you look at players...
But was he getting injured in Chelsea before this? And he was consistent.
No, but it's time. Look at you. That's why I say you look at how long they've been playing. It's very normal. Look at some point.
With how Militau has been at Real Madrid, but now he should be, I'm not saying comparing to Sergio Ramos, but he should be formidable in that defense position.
That's what I'm saying, is injury. Look at the former Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, right? At some point we thought actually he was top 3 best players in the world. Injury came. Right now, where is he? Shadow of himself. See, injury is something that's inevitable for a player.
It's an occupational hazard. It's not my business.
No, but instead of
you're not giving me the consistency that I need.
No, but Angel.
For me to judge you, I have to see the consistency.
But Angel, these guys have already paid their dues.
Yeah.
You understand?
So Militau has paid which dues? Which dues has he paid?
Militau.
Which dues has Militau paid?
Maybe winning a Champions League with Real Madrid.
How many times?
Please.
Militau. Hold on. Militau I'm thinking about here.
Yes, I know who Militau is now. I can name you 10 defenders.
Even Militau came from injury. Militau is still better than the current Real Madrid defenders. We've seen him right here. When he's fit, when he comes on that pitch, Militau
is not a defender that I would be scared of if I face someone else. How many strikers would you say? Oh, mention one defender that you faced that have really scared you, and they say Militau. No, mention one, and they say Militau is one that I'm afraid to come up against. But they will tell you that, oh, when I face Vidic, when I face John Terry, when I face... There's so many...
Look at the players you just mentioned, though. No, hold on.
Yes.
Listen, Angel.
Yes.
Look at the players and look at when they played that you just mentioned. It
was even harder then.
No, hold on.
It was even harder then.
It was harder then. But hold on. Listen. You're not going to compare football from the times of the players you just mentioned to what we are seeing currently. Those players would even tell you that what is happening in football now is nothing compared to where we played. This is fact.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't mean that for the level, and mind you, even this Militau, he still played partly, in some of this, like with these players you're mentioning against. Do you understand? So what I'm even saying is the football I'm watching currently, remove injury. When I've seen Militau on that Real Madrid defense, he's still better than any of those young guys.
Yeah, he's better because it brings me back to that my statement that in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
Yes, but it still doesn't.
But it doesn't mean that if I want to mention defenders in the last 20 years, that
if I want to mention,
it will not make my list.
If Real Madrid were going to sell their defenders today, they would not even consider Eder Militau.
No, nobody's saying that. I'm just saying that this is how football has gotten so bad that these are the kind of people that you're saying that should be number one.
No, but Militau is good. Militau is actually good.
No, nobody. I'm saying that is it the kind of defender that you'll be afraid of facing as a 9?
But you watch Militau play?
Yes, I watch him, but he's not consistent because he's always out with injuries.
No, but look at, for example, it's like you. Hold on. It's like you're now telling me that Eden Hazard was not good.
Ooh. Yeah, but Eden Hazard was consistently good at Chelsea. Forget about that at Real Madrid. He had already made a name for himself.
You know how many years Militau has been consistent before injury?
Wait, how many years?
Alex, please. Oh my. Wait, how many Champions League does Militau have? Check. Help me check.
Yes.
Wait, do you think
because he's in Real Madrid? If I was in Real Madrid too, I would get now. And there's no people on the bench.
Oh, does Kylian Mbappe have it?
Nacho,
does Kylian Mbappe have Champions League?
But you know who has
Lucas
Champions League?
Lucas Vazquez. Nacho has Champions League. Are you going to say that he's one of the best defenders in the world?
But does Kylian Mbappe have Champions League?
Will you say he's one of the best defenders in the world?
Is Kylian Mbappe not the best player in the world?
No, listen now. Because if Mbappe had been at Real Madrid when they were dominating, he would also have won it. Maybe if he was there when Ronaldo was.
No, but he's here now. He's here now. Why is he not winning it now?
If I had the footballing ability of Mbappe, I'd be playing for Real Madrid. You can all say if, buts, or maybe. Militau has won 2 Champions Leagues for Real Madrid, 3 league titles.
Nacho has won. Lucas Vazquez has also won those things.
And Nacho, in his time, was one of the very best centre-backs that Real Madrid have had.
Literally?
It was a club.
Nacho.
If you look at what he brought to the club, the amount of times Nacho played for the club, yes, he wasn't the most glamorous defender, but he was in that team for a reason.
Yeah, right. You would keep him as you. Okay, why didn't he cement his spot in the team?
For me, it's a bit like you. No. When you tell me about this, when you tell me, hold on.
Cement his spot as
who?
Nacho. He was a starting
He was a
How many
utility
Champions
player.
Leagues did he win?
He was
a player that they bring in when
How
people
many
are
Champions
injured.
Leagues has he won?
He can have all the Champions Leagues in there. He was never
Because he was there.
He was never a starter.
Exactly.
That year that Real Madrid won the Champions League and the league, Nacho
and that was only because there were so many injuries.
It's like saying, sorry. It's like saying that Lucas Vazquez is one of the best wingers in the world because he has how many Champions League.
Lucas Vazquez actually had some points where he was shining in Real Madrid, though.
I'm saying because of what he's won.
No, mind you, he was not consistent because Real Madrid had issues where they were even playing him as a defender. Lucas Vazquez is a forward player, and we've seen him very dangerous in front.
I've seen him abroad. How many times have you been worried about Lucas Vazquez running forward? He has the pace, he can cross the balls, but he was not a starter.
You're defending Lucas Vazquez because he was at Shortlist, but I don't.
Sorry?
I think Militau and Lucas Vazquez are two very
different. No, I'm never speaking about these players.
I think Militau
is the one that's pissing me off. Forget about this other player. Forget about Nacho. Do you know who Militau is?
Okay, I know.
Hold on. I just mentioned Rudiger. Rudiger has been injured. He's been going through injury problem. You see, are you not going to come and tell me that Rudiger is not good? Because
I don't know the defenders that you have in mind. Looking at defenders for how long I've been watching football, he's not a defender that I'll be worried about.
Rudiger?
No, not Rudiger. I'm not talking about Militau. Are you talking about Rudiger now?
Let me even ask you one simple question. Rudiger and Militau on a good day, who do you consider the better defender?
Rudiger.
I agree.
Rudiger, leave that he can be reckless. No. Leave that Rudiger.
For the first time, these guys they don't watch Militau.
No,
you don't watch Militau. Militau.
I love Militau.
Excuse me.
Militau.
Rudiger can be reckless sometimes, which I feel like Sometimes he lets his head get the best.
We're talking Rudiger prime
So
and
The
Militau
difference
prime.
between Rudiger.
But Rudiger is a lie. I
The
would never
difference
be
between
scared
Rudiger, let me tell you, the difference between Rudiger, yeah, and Militau is, for me, Militau is a professional defender. Rudiger is a Chris man defender. So his
Now,
own is
he's
like,
become
so hold on.
become crazy.
Let me tell
No,
you,
he's
let me
been
tell
crazy.
let me tell you, hold on, let me
Rudiger's
tell
been
you
crazy
the
from
difference.
day
Let me tell you the difference. Militau, yeah, Militau, for his job, it's almost like he went to school to study. He's like, let's put it on the educational level now, yeah? He went to the uni to study medicine, and he started working in the hospital. Rudiger is that one that he understands the medication without having to go. He was working under some, you see, apprenticeship.
You know what?
So his own now is that there's no
because
that
he's more
professionalism.
because he's more
mad.
level-headed. Because he's more
mad. That's
level.
Rudiger.
No. Because he's more
Militau-
level-headed. Because he's more level-headed. It's like saying, oh, Pepe is not because Pepe was also radical. Pepe
Bruh.
at Real Madrid was also a radical person. Sergio Ramos too can also be crazy at times.
No, Sergio Ramos is not at times. He's always crazy.
Of course.
He's a crazy
Just
defender.
Doesn't mean that now this when you mention
He's a
Brazil,
dirty defender.
No, Militau is from where? Brazil.
Yes.
When Brazil mention their great defenders or they are very good, do they mention Militau?
Bro, you're talking about Brazil. No, you're talking about Brazil.
No, let's talk about.
What are you talking about Brazil?
Now.
Right
Let's talk about his country.
now, do you think Vinicius comes into the number of the best wingers in Brazil?
He still falls within.
Oh, come on, man.
He falls within.
There are so many players you can
He falls
mention.
within.
Hold on. Do you know that Rafinha started getting recognition from Barcelona now?
Yes, now because
Is it now?
he was nobody. He was in Leeds. Who was he before?
Bro, no,
Before coming to
but
Barcelona.
no. But does
Who
that mean that
Rafinha?
was that
It was
mean
what he did in
was
Leeds
that
that made
mean
him
was
good.
that mean the talent was not there?
The talent was there.
What I'm trying to say is that in Brazil,
What are you
there are
saying?
countless players. For you to make it to that starting 11, you have to be extra.
Nobody's arguing that, but I'm saying that nobody's arguing that. In fact, the bench of Brazil, when you watch the last World Cup, their bench is people that will start in other teams. People like Richarlison were coming from the bench.
Yes.
Bruno Guimaraes, you see them come from the bench. So they have players that were coming from the bench that, I think after they won like their group stages game, there was a game that was mainly like an academic game for them. And then they just fielded the second team. And that second team was good enough to be the first team of any other country. Now, that's not the point. My point that you're saying that Militau is world class.
Militau is world class.
You say it's world
Militau
class.
is world class.
That you as a top nine, you'll be scared that when you ask top nines, like, oh, which defender would you be afraid to play against? Or when you played Real Madrid, all the time you play Real Madrid or you
But
play
just
Brazil.
because-
There
But
are so many defenders also. No. But there are so many top world class defenders that people will still not mention though.
Angel, do you think Rio Ferdinand is a world-class centre-back?
He's better than Militau.
When have you ever heard anyone say, ooh, Rio Ferdinand?
Exactly.
He's better than Militau.
No,
He
that's a
doesn't
very good
compare
question.
to
That's a
Militau.
very
Have
good
you ever heard
question.
anyone say, oh, Rio Ferdinand?
Or John Terry.
But then he's a very good defender. And he's a quality defender alongside Vidic. They were hard to break.
Even
They were
right now.
hard to
The
break.
same with Militau and Rudiger.
Even right
No.
now.
Listen, you cannot compare. If Militau played what Rio Ferdinand played, he will be in that Real Madrid. He will be like a demigod in Real Madrid. You put in.
Hold on.
Where you put Sergio Ramos.
Mention a defender playing currently that people would actually say that we are scared.
Virgil van Dijk.
A stripper. Come on,
No,
stop
no,
it,
no,
man.
no, but
Stop
you're
it,
looking
man.
at
He's
that
one of the
now.
best defenders, but you're not going to tell me that people are scared.
Well,
Who is scared?
Listen.
Who is scared of him?
Listen.
No.
Do you think Marquinhos is a world-class
Listen.
centre-back?
Excuse me.
Even Gabriel and Saliba from
Excuse
Arsenal,
me.
these guys are world class.
What
But do you think players are scared of them?
What I was saying is this: I feel like football has regressed in recent time compared to what we were seeing before. Before, for you to be a defender, even Chiellini and Bonucci, even Bazzagli, you will be scared to face these guys because you know that
This is
these people
popular
are hard to
information.
break.
This is popular information.
Yes.
Now, football back then, football now, very
It's
for
very
me,
great.
players are lighter.
Barson Company and Lescott.
And mind you, hold on,
I could mention so many things
mind you, there's a reason why football now and football then is different. So many laws have been introduced that were not in place in former football.
Like
we have VAR now. We have so many things like if you do anything,
What has VAR got to do with being a good defender?
Bro,
being
look
a
at
quality
wait, hold on.
Ramos would have
Sergio Ramos would have been getting red card every single game
He
now.
still got how many more red
Oh,
cards than
he
any
still
other
got
player?
more red cards. So
He
imagine
still
that
got-
as
Yeah,
VAR. He would not be
that's
playing
not-
game at all.
That's not.
Come
that's
on
not-
now.
You can't see erase the fact that he's a world class one of the greatest defenders you've ever
football
seen.
changed. Even Even coaches change football. Pep Guardiola, people are saying that he ruined football because of how they play football now. Back then, football was strength. Football was stamina. Football was skills. It was a whole bunch of things coming together.
Yeah.
So when you look at former footballers, even in Mikel Obi now, he can even come out and boast. He will tell you that if I walk into this team, I will still be better than some of the players. These are the kind of jabs that old players are speaking about. New players. But sometimes I feel like, no,
Okay,
you
but
still
even
also
in
cannot
modern
blame
day-
new players because, first of all, even dieting has changed. There's science involved in football currently. There's so many things that is now attached to
There are
football
too many things that
the
piss me
game,
off. We no longer
game is
see
now
the sweetness
changed.
of the game.
Do you understand? No, facts. But who are you to blame? Are you blaming the players?
Okay,
You can't blame
okay.
them.
Now let's forget the old times. Now, this currently, you're saying that if you're to mention top defenders,
Okay.
you mention Militau.
Yes.
Militau is a world class.
Most people don't even remember Militau. Most people don't even
Because
remember
of
him.
injury, though. Because he
Yes,
has been
so I will
injured.
judge you with your
And
achievements.
injured.
Now, what's my business?
So
if you're
it's
getting
also
injured?
so in that
I
case,
will judge you
in
with
that
your
case,
achievements.
in that case, that you are now saying that what's his name?
Eden Hazard.
Eden Hazard. Now,
He
he's not a
has
good
already
footballer.
shown so much.
Oh, he has shown so much. He has shown so much.
Eddie Hazard has already proven himself at Chelsea. He has already proven himself at Chelsea. Eddie Hazard, you want to compare what Eddie Hazard did to what Militao has done?
Militau is a defender.
No, even if you want to compare you want to compare both. It's not about scoring the goals. Like you want to compare both. Eddie Hazard has already proven himself. In fact, he was world class already at Chelsea. He has already proven himself. You're telling me that Militao had done that? I'm not even talking about, forget about the goals. Nobody's expecting a defender to score goals.
Hold on. Let me even ask.
Didn't Virgil van Dijk win the Europe?
Sorry, can you help me check? Can you help me check something? Help me check something. Help me check something. Help me check something. Hold on. Wait.
Excuse me.
What is your definition of Eddie Hazard has proven himself? Hold on, please. That's the one question. Just what's your definition of what did he do to prove himself?
Who in the Premier League? Which player, when Hazard was playing, which player there was better than Hazard then?
Oh, go. So you see, you are not shifting the goalposts. I'm asking you.
Which one is shifting the goalposts?
Hold on now.
Why will I explain to you what Hazard did?
Hold on. Because if you tell me, because now if you're not telling me he's proven himself, maybe you tell me that he's a very good dribbler.
See, let me tell you something.
I'm
Eddie
asking you,
Hazard. See, let me tell
what's the
you.
definition of he prove himself?
In the Premier League, Eddie Hazard was a better player than Cristiano Ronaldo was in the Premier League. Cristiano Ronaldo was not even at his peak at Manchester United. At Manchester United.
No.
Stop it.
What?
Ronaldo had his best years at Real Madrid.
I am
not
asking.
in the Premier League.
I've just asked you.
Eddie Hazard had a better time in the Premier League than Cristiano Ronaldo had. Despite that Ronaldo winning the Ballon d'Or at United.
Hold on. I ask you a question, Angel.
Come on.
Angel, I ask you a question. No, hold on, please, guys. No, please, guys, hold on. We'll settle
That's
it down.
absolutely
I just
correct.
asked you a very simple question.
Yeah,
now.
what's the question
You
you
said that Eden Hazard proved himself already.
Yes,
My question now is, what did he do to prove? And your answer should not be he was better than. What was his achievement with Chelsea that made you say he proved himself?
Didn't he win he won the league?
Okay.
He didn't win the Champions League with Chelsea when Chelsea won the Champions League.
No.
He didn't win the Champions League with Chelsea, but he was.
So Militao, compare him to Militao. What did
Please,
Militao
stop
win?
telling me what the team
No,
won.
because this is achievement.
What are you telling me? Because you are in a team that won Champions League. You want to compare to what Eddie Hazard did? Hold on. Eddie Hazard, if you want to count the best player throughout the time he was in the Premier League, they signed him from 2012, from when he was at Chelsea. Every season, if you count the best 3 players or the best 5, Eddie Hazard was there. Can you say that about Militao?
Militao is a defender, man. He's a defender.
So the defender cannot be among top
let
players.
me tell you something.
Please raise that narrative.
We just saw a midfielder recently winning the Ballon d'Or.
Don't ever insult Eddie Hazard by mentioning Militao in the same sentence with Eddie Hazard's name. Don't try it. Forget about defender.
Why did we mention Eden Hazard?
You are the one that. No, because you are talking about injuries. Eddie Hazard has already proven himself.
And you're telling me Militao did not prove himself as a defender.
As one of the best players in the league consistently. You want to come and tell me about Militao? Has Militao done that?
Wait, I agree.
Militao has not done that.
I agree with Clinton. When I watch Militao, I think he's one of the best defenders.
The same thing.
But
when you watch him 2 times in 38
But he's only played more than 30 games in La Liga like twice. 2 seasons, and he's been here for like 6 years. So he's been injured a lot.
He's been injured.
But he's one of the best.
Neymar, for example. Let's talk about Neymar.
Yes.
Is Neymar one of the best players in the world that have gone through football?
Yeah, of course.
What's ruined his career?
Yeah, injuries.
Injury. Is it his fault?
Well,
so are you going to say because he's been injured, he's not been playing any team he goes to, he's not performing? Because you're not going to say that he's not.
You are a joke because Neymar when he was MSN, they dominated. He was formidable for Barcelona. I don't think he watched them in 2015.
I see that she's really.
I don't think he
I see
watched
the problem
them.
with Angel here.
He got injured,
Angel
but in
not
that
players that
2015
are playing forward and they are running through.
No,
that's a definition of you are a very good player. No, that's a definition here.
I've mentioned defenders that are good. I've mentioned defenders here. I've mentioned several defenders that are good.
And the defenders she's saying they are good. They were playing from back then that are breaking people's legs. That's the definition.
I told you from head back to defenders right now. So don't tell me.
Name 10 centre backs right now that are better than Eder Militau.
I'm telling you that right now.
No.
They're not. The quality in the market is not.
No, but we're talking. This is now. This is
The
football
quality
now.
in the market is not so great.
But this is football now.
No, you see the statement I started with. You're not listening to the statement I started with. I said football has regressed so much to the point where we rate people like Militau as one of the best in the world. That's how football
so
has
who's the
regressed.
best in the world now then? Who's
He's
the
not
best?
the best defender in the world now.
Besides Militau, who's the best?
I would
Name 5, 10, whoever.
you know that Gay is better than Militau.
Gay?
Yes, he's better than Militau right now. He is better.
I'd rather have Militau, but
I will take I will take Virgil van Dijk over him. This Gabriel and the Saliba, I will put them there. Despite the mistake that one made.
Yes.
Gay, I will put him there.
Okay.
Do you understand?
But then you're judging a Militau that is kind of injury prone.
Please, I don't.
Of course.
No, I'm going to judge you with your achievements. It's not my business if you're getting injured. That's not my problem.
So what is your achievement? She keeps saying achievement, Ale. Ale, please, help us here now. No, I put it up to you, my lord. Right? No, wait. No,
what
no, wait. No, wait. She's mentioning achievements again.
No.
What is your definition of achievement?
No, your personal achievements. I'm not talking about the fact that you're in a team that is winning as a defender.
So hold on. The people you just mentioned, what is their personal achievements?
See, Gay still has a long way to go. He's growing. Let me take Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk right now.
Yes.
Virgil van Dijk. Will you say that Militau is better than him? Even with how terrible that Liverpool is.
Both of them are world-class defenders. Both of them are world-class in my opinion.
When I say, okay, based on his achievements, as let me say, I'm not even rating Gay. I didn't want to mention, what's his name? Virgil van Dijk, because I know that you will argue. That's why I say, okay, let me mention Gay or other people because I've mentioned Van Dijk before.
You are mentioning
now let me Let me put Virgil van Dijk now as he is. When I say Van Dijk's achievement and what he has done in football, and I say Militau's achievement and what he has done in football, personally as an individual player, forget about your team as an individual player. Don't you understand what I mean by Van Dijk's achievements? Don't you understand what I mean by his achievements?
No. Don't make me. I want you to explain to me now. We are learning here.
Okay. Now, his achievement, let's leave the award that he won, the Euro Best Player of the Year that he won. Virgil van Dijk, he won the European Best. Didn't he win it? Virgil van Dijk. He won it.
He was in the team of the season.
No. The European Best. He won the European Best Player.
Go on.
A few years ago. Yeah. Now let's leave that he has even won. For a defender to be able to do that.
He's one of the most expensive players in the
For a defender to be able to do that. Yes. Do you know the quality that you have to possess? Look how much were still playing. Tony Cruz were still playing. Yeah. For you to be able to do that as a defender, do you know the work that you would have put in? So that is that as a defender, standing out as a defender. Player, when you mention team of the year, or the team of the year at the end of the year, do you mention Virgil van Dijk's name or not? He's always in and around the nominees for team of the year. Okay. He's always in the setup. Now, one-on-one with players, difficult to play against as a forward or as a forward, whether the top centre or as a winger, playing against Virgil van Dijk, it is difficult for you to break him.
And you say you can break Militau anyhow you want?
Yes.
You don't
so this is what I mean by personal achievement.
Real Madrid.
Okay, since you watch it, you're always every day in the games. Fine, if you want to rate him anyhow you want to rate him.
I do think Rudiger is in his prime is better than Militau in his prime.
But for me, I'm not comparing both players. Both of them are world-class players to me. This is not about comparing. Both of them are world-class. If Militau and Rudiger and Rudiger, were both injury-free. And they were they were defenders, centre backs. To me, these two are the best in the world. There's no defender that comes close to those two.
And it was that
Thiago Silva is world class to me. Militau is not world class.
And that's your business.
And that's your own business.
No, everybody.
What's my concern with you?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's your own business.
No, but that's your own business. Like
that's your business.
I mean, if you tell me, I want you to be rude. You gave your own opinion.
And I gave my own opinion. It's your business. It's your opinion. It's your opinion. It's your business.
There's no problem. If you tell me now, yeah, that Lamine Yamal is a rubbish player, I would agree with you. That's your business. Yeah?
And it's your business.
No. The only thing
it's
is
your
that we are
business.
here.
It's because it's your business. That's why you would think that Militau is world class.
Militau is world class.
But he's the reason you want this recent Champions League Militau. He's a big reason for this.
You know, she
Kamogelo,
doesn't watch Real Madrid. You know, she doesn't really like. She's not a real. She's not.
Militau that is not even.
Yeah, do you know the funny thing? Do you know the funny thing? They even asked you just now. They say, who is now in football right now? Who are world class? You only mentioned Virgil van Dijk. We're asking you, okay, is he only one? So you mean that in football there's only one world class defender?
Didn't I say here to mention William Saliba? Didn't I say here to mention Gabriel that I will read them against?
Okay. Stop there. You've just mentioned Gabriel, Saliba. Why did you mention them?
Because they're extremely good. And they're consistent.
What is their achievement?
And they are consistent. I said that they are boarding players. I didn't say with how long that Militau has played. I said they are boarding players. They are and even Gehi. I said that they are boarding players that are beginning to come up. They are boarding. I didn't say that they are world class.
Hold on, though. But
I did not say that they are world class.
No.
I didn't say that they are world class. I didn't say that they are world class.
Okay. So what are you defining them as?
They are quality defenders.
Oh, so we've now gone now. They are quality defenders.
So now they're another terminology. I didn't say world class.
Okay, that's fine because in my opinion, there are hundreds of quality defenders. To me.
See, when you use world class, I think you're using that word loosely.
You're just calling anybody world class is anybody that walks into any team if he's fit and he will start that team. Militau walks into any team.
Except that's, I don't know about that. But sure.
For me, let me tell you one truth, yeah? I can't lie, Saliba and Gabriel, credit to them, yeah? But I still put Militau on the same level as them if he's fit.
Yeah, he
okay, you can say you can put John Stones on the same level with Militau if he's fit. Because when John Stones is fit, he's actually very good. So you can say that means John Stones is world class. Because when he is fit, he's really good.
There's a reason
is he world class?
First of all,
is John Stones world class?
First of all, there's a reason why he's won the Premier League, he's won whatever with Manchester City. I mean, for you to have been in a team that has won that many trophies, it means you're doing something right, in my opinion.
You know that Ruben
right?
Diaz, if not for current form.
If you want to bring the CV right now,
you know that I rate Ruben Diaz.
Do you know the funny thing? If John Stones was to apply for a job, he used to bring his CV. He's getting a job first before William Saliba and Gabriel.
If I'm okay because he was in a team, because he's in a team that is winning, that is carrying him.
What do you mean?
A team that is carrying. Since you're talking about,
you're very annoying, you know.
You're not serious.
Why are you football in a team? Are you not in a team?
Excuse me.
What do you mean because you are in a team?
You know that Ruben Diaz, in my opinion, I will rate him better than Militau.
10-11.
I will rate Ruben Diaz better than Militau. Ruben Diaz.
No. That's
you're taking it too far.
No, that's not taking it too far. Since we are talking about when they're on their best day. Aren't we talking about when they're on their best day? We're talking about when they're on their best day, that when he is fit. Okay, when he is fit.
I don't think you should discredit
a fully fit Militau and a fully fit Ruben Diaz. Who will I take? I will take a fully fit Ruben Diaz.
I feel like Angel tried to DM Militau. She did not respond. And then
I don't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
I will never.
This beef is bigger than
this is not bigger than
this one is bigger than football.
I messaged Messi too when I agreed with you about Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. I DM'd him too. I DM'd Messi too and he didn't answer me. That's why I come here to argue.
So you don't think Militau is a world class?
I don't think he's a world class defender. I think he's playing a big team in a world class team.
Why isn't he a world class centre back?
Alex, you've been asking this.
I've told you that he's not. We have our preferences. He's not my kind of defender. I don't feel he's.
I don't care if he's your type of defender.
He's a quality defender. And he's not world class.
Why not?
I told you why he's not world class to me. He's not somebody that will. I've made my point in the past few minutes. If you couldn't pick it from there, then I don't know what I have to start recapping. I'm saying that he's not a person that will scare me as a defender, as a top 9. And I'm seeing this person one-on-one, and I will be worried. I will not be worried playing against Militau as a top 9.
A defender can't be world class if they're not scary.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
that's what you're saying.
That's exactly what you're saying.
That's partly what I'm saying.
Oh,
but I'm saying that you have to. No. You people are just what you're doing.
No, because the example
what you're doing. What you're
she was mentioning scary. She was mentioning people that can jump.
I think what you're you're doing at this point now is that you're nitpicking. You're now picking on
No.
words.
No,
You're
what you
nitpicking. That's
just
what
said.
you're doing.
You said Militau
He is
isn't
not a
world
person
class.
that will bother me. I will not lose sleep over him if I'm a coach.
So that's
And
your
I'm thinking
reason
of-
why he's not world class.
Yes,
So I'm
he's
saying
not.
if a defender isn't scary, that means he's not world
One,
class.
he's not scary. Two, what he has is delivery.
We need to go and put-
one-on-one.
we need to go
He
and put-
doesn't bother me. Bring Militau's clips
We need to
here
go and
now.
put dreadlocks
okay,
on Militau.
Why is Militau?
No, we need to
okay,
put
why
dreadlocks.
is Militau? Why is Militau? Is Militau a household name in Nigeria? You're a Nigerian. Is Militau a household name?
So
is he a household name?
No, wait. So you have to be a household name in Nigeria for you to be a
No, I'm
world
saying
class.
you fool.
No,
like
no,
a
no,
normal
no.
average person.
You are,
Is he a
okay.
is he
No,
a
no, no.
household name?
They need to go.
See,
We need
no,
to go.
you're
We need to
speaking
go on
of
social
saying-
media and start
no, I'm
amplifying
using-
the name in
I'm
Nigeria
using.
now.
I'm asking him.
If-
Like, because we are
Right
very
now,
passionate
from
people about
Sporty Bet
football.
TV commercial, is a household name.
Okay.
So is he a world class now? Oh yes.
No. From the beginning of this argument, I knew why Clinton was arguing in this direction of Militau. But I'm not going to say it.
I have a question.
Why?
No.
Say it now.
No. I think I know why he's arguing in the direction of Militau. So
What do you think? What do you think I'm arguing?
No. Don't worry.
I'm arguing because I've watched Militau.
Because you're
for the last
because he's your ambassador.
nearly to know. Do I care about
Because he's your
ambassadorship? Who cares?
ambassador and all of
For
the
the
time,
last,
you are
for
promoting
the
him
last,
as
promoting
you're
what?
promoting him as being as more than what he
No,
is.
I watch. See, for
Because he's the ambassador.
nearly 2 years, I've only missed one Real
Rest.
Madrid home game.
Rest
Every single
and
time I've seen this guy play football, I said to myself, I wish this guy was fit. No.
Okay.
Ambassadorship.
What are the ambassadorship?
Can I ask you a question?
Ambassadorship.
Yes, ask me.
We're talking about ambassadorship here.
Can I ask you a question? If a
I'm listening to
defender,
you because I'm done with this conversation.
if a defender played 200 games for a club
Yeah, crazy,
and
man.
kept 50 clean sheets,
Is it the one that kept it alone?
No,
What
no.
do you mean by kept? Is it the goalkeeper?
if
When we can't clean sheet, do we think defenders
let
or
me
we
finish
think
the
of
question.
goalkeepers?
Let me finish the question. If a defender played 200 times for a club, and in those 200 games they kept 50 clean sheets, would you say that is world-class numbers?
For the defender. Is it
Yeah.
the defender that kept the clean sheet?
Answer the question.
I'm not, when I'm thinking defenders, I'm not thinking of you in clean sheet. That's not my
Answer-
business.
answer the question.
If you're asking me that question with a goalkeeper, I would answer that question.
answer the
But I will
question
not
then.
answer it for the defender. That's none of my business with clean sheet and
But
defenders.
if the defender is part of the defence and the goalkeeper that kept 50 clean sheets out of 200 games, objectively, would you say that is world-class numbers or not?
That's world-class numbers.
Okay, that's what Militau's done.
No, that doesn't mean that. No. You see, Alex, the
Clinton,
fact
did you
that
hear
you're
that?
relying.
Sorry?
See, the fact
I
that you're
just
relying
asked
on.
her
No.
if a defender
I
kept
knew
50
what
clean
you
sheets
were
in
asking.
200
I'm not
games.
stupid.
Is that world-class
I'm not
numbers? She
stupid
said
to
yes,
not
that's
know
what
that.
Militau's
No.
done.
I'm not stupid to
Alex.
not. No. I'm not stupid to know that you're asking that question because of Militau. I'm not stupid. I knew that you were asking that question because of. But I'm telling you that if it was a goalkeeper that you told me that he kept clean sheet, Joe has
It's not
kept clean
just
sheet.
the goalkeeper, though.
So-
It's defenders.
Yeah, you can say it's the entire team that kept the clean sheet. You
But
can
it's
say
the
it's the entire
defender
team.
is one of the
no,
most
because
important
when
people
I'm, no,
part
no,
of
no,
that clean
no, no.
sheet.
Today,
Of course.
No. Excuse me. When you're talking about this games that we're watching, for example, we could say that one of these teams that's playing here, for example, they struggled they didn't keep any clean sheet. They scored a lot of goals, but they didn't keep any clean sheets. Is the team who is thinking of the defender kept clean sheet? What are people saying?
No, but
do you
for a
think
keeper
the
to
defender
keep
kept
clean
clean
sheets.
sheets? You're
No,
saying the
for a
team kept
keeper-
a clean sheet or the keeper.
No, boy,
You're not thinking of the
but
defenders.
for a goalkeeper to keep a clean sheet.
It's
yeah?
a team. It's not attributed to the defender. Since when did you start attributing clean sheet to defenders, Alex?
I think defenders are just as
Defender-
important as the
They
goalkeeper.
are
Of
just
course.
as important as
Sheet.
because they provide a shield.
So they
But you
deserve the
don't
credit as
attribute-
well.
So all of a sudden you're now attributing it because you want to make a point in this particular argument.
No, I would attribute clean sheets to defenders all the time. I think
I
they're
would attribute
important
clean
parts
sheet
of keeping
to
the
the
clean
team,
sheet.
to the team working
We always hear
collectively to keep
Arsenal
it.
fans banging on about Gabriel and Saliba keeping clean sheets. They're not goalkeepers. We hear about Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim
I've never come
Konate
here to
keeping
say
clean
that
sheets.
any
So
defender
Alex,
is keeping-
in
I'm
the
saying
in
the
the
team is
games
keeping
in
clean
the
sheet
games
as the goalkeeper.
where Courtois was
done.
fabulous, do you think it's also due to the defense being world class?
There are obviously games where Courtois is the main player.
He's a savior
But
there.
part of the whole...
Yeah, but then you can't use numbers like this because I'm sure Courtois was being part of that too.
I can say the exact same thing about Militau.
Exactly.
There are games where Courtois didn't
That's
have
why these
anything
numbers
to do
that you're
because
giving out
Militau was
are not
stopping
proof of
everything
anything.
before it got there.
I don't think the numbers are proof of anything.
See, you can
because
say
it
you
have
can
been
say the numbers.
moments of
The
brilliance
number.
by Courtois.
Oh, man.
See, you can
So
say that
basically,
the
your
see,
argument
see,
here, your
excuse
argument.
me.
So no. So your argument here is somebody being world class is individual, in my opinion, from what you are saying.
I'm not saying
no.
anything.
Hold on, Nouha, let me finish. Right? What I'm saying here is, from everything we are saying here, it means numbers don't count. That's one. Yeah. Trophies don't count. Teams don't count or whatever. What counts? No, hold on. What counts now is
If you're scary.
your perception. No, I mean that's Angel's perception. But I'm saying now, in general, the perception here is. You probably think she
I
is
think you
world
can
class.
make that-
I don't think
you
it is.
can make
You
that
think
argument.
somebody is. So now it's now subjective.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you can't really, and I'm talking about a journalistic point of view, you can't really advance numbers just because they're numbers without thinking of, okay, then let's break down every single match.
Oh, there's a reason why you said Kylian Mbappe is the best player in the world. It's because of the number of goals he has.
That's because I actually watched him play match every single
so I
match.
watched Militau defend crazily. So why should I agree with you and you can't agree with me?
And by the way, I'm not saying Militau is not a world-class
No,
player.
I know,
I'm just
I know,
saying
but-
I'm refuting whatever he said. I don't think.
Why
giving
are you
sheets-
refusing the numbers there, but
Because
you're
I
not
don't
refusing
think-
Kylian Mbappe's number?
I didn't say I refused or did not refuse Kylian Mbappe's numbers. I'm not talking about Kylian Mbappe right now.
No, listen, I'm not saying you're talking about it because he just gave you a
Numbers,
stat.
yeah.
He just gave you numbers. And you are saying, no, it's not fair you
And I
bringing in
think
numbers,
it's
blah, blah,
unfair
blah.
to use
And I'm
these
not telling
numbers.
you, when we are not having some kind of conversation around Kylian Mbappe, whatever, the first thing that comes to your mind is the amount of goals he scores. He doesn't have any trophy with Real Madrid,
Because
but he's won the amount.
but
those goals, do you think he ran from behind, get the ball, and went straight to go and score the goal?
How many of
People
them are
actually have to
penalties?
walk the goal for him to score.
How many of those goals are penalties?
No,
And how many of those penalties were won by him?
See, let me tell
Okay.
you something here.
No,
When
okay.
for the times that you guys are mentioning
because if you
Militau
wanna-
and this Champions League, I could tell you that Sergio Ramos influenced the Champions League. The header that he scored, that gave them even the time when they were losing to, at least was it 2014, the La Decima, before the Gareth Bale one and all of that, the equalizer to get again back. In 2016 as well, he did the same thing.
So you're saying if a defender doesn't score the winning goal,
That's
he
not what
doesn't
I'm
count?
saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in generality. I can tell you because the one that you're mentioning, I'm mentioning one way that Sergio Ramos influenced it, apart from other ways like his defensive duties. Do you understand? Now, Militao, those ones that you say he has won, was he the main man in those ones? Was he very instrumental in making sure that if Militao was out of this game, we wouldn't have won this game? That Real Madrid wouldn't have won those Champions League if Militao was not there.
You take
those ones that they
You
won.
take Real Madrid
Probably
out of
not.
that 23-24 team, they're a far worse team.
Yeah.
You're not listening to me.
I just answered your question.
If you take
You
Sergio
said if
Ramos,
Militao wasn't there, would they be worse off? And I said 23-24
No,
without
we
him, they'd be
did
worse.
have affected them from not winning the ones that they won while he was there.
Yes.
Let's say that those ones that they won the final. If Militao did not, with how they played, like would they have won that game or not?
But
If Sergio Ramos was not in those two games that I mentioned, it would have affected them 2014, 2016. Can you say that about Militao?
But hold on. You see, when you make
Please,
this kind of comment,
I'm done.
When you make this kind of comment, you make it sound as if Real Madrid had played 10 men, let's say you put Militao in the locker room. they would
No,
still
I'm
have
saying
won the
if
game.
another defender, let's say Nacho was the one that played there, or any other defender had been there, are you telling me that they wouldn't have won that? Militao was very instrumental to them winning it, such that if you watch that full game, if any other defender was there, any other average defender, that they wouldn't have won that game because of Militao was not. But I can tell you that Sergio Ramos' impact would have been felt if he was not there in 2014 final, if he was not there in 2016 final.
I don't think
He doesn't have.
I don't think
That's
so.
the point. He has a defender.
But he can't score goals like
Sergio Ramos was not a defender.
But he was. But he
It was Virgil van Dijk when he won the Europa. Was he not a defender? When he moved from Southampton to Liverpool and started doing it, is he not a defender as well?
I think what you're trying to say is that Militao is not a standout defender, but he is very instrumental to a team.
Because he's not a standard defender, that's why he's not a world-class defender. Thank you very much.
But someone can be a world-class defender without being a standout player. Some players play for the team, and that's what makes them a
He's
world-class
not a standout defender. He's not a standout person, so he can't be world-class. In my opinion, that's my opinion.
I think
and this one, I said that's my
It's
business.
also based on whether what
Everybody has business. Everybody has their business, but that's our own business.
No, I think he's a brilliant passer. He has a nice range of passing. He can switch play. He's nice control on the ball. His one-on-one defending is actually pretty good. His headering is exceptional. He has nice anticipation as well. He's a well-rounded defender.
He's a world-class defender.
Yes, I think so. And when he's not injured.
When he's not injured.
Forget about.
I mean, when he's injured, he's not playing.
Yeah.
This is that pisses me off about this, when he's not injured, when he's injured. Look at his career altogether. Is he a world-class person? That is.
He's what?
the one that he attributed to.
He has a CV.
Clean sheets for defense.
Why did I say that these numbers?
No,
Because I do think
I'm
clean
not talking about
sheets
clean
is a
sheets.
teamwork
I'm
thing.
saying that he has a CV.
I think clean sheets are a teamwork thing. If it's not just him, it's also the others. So why he could have a bad game between all of those games, but then his teammates didn't work.
The same thing with every other parameter, with every other player.
That's why I don't consider these numbers.
But his goalkeeper
it's the same with every other. If you want to speak about any other aspect of football, it's
but
good
then
because
you
football
have
is a
players
team
like
game.
Sergio Ramos who are standout players. I don't think it's for me. Militau is a world-class player. It's just I get where Angel is coming from because a world-class player can actually, you know, we all have different definitions of world-class player.
Have you noticed you mentioned only Sergio Ramos?
You think
Sergio Ramos? Hold on. Do you know that Sergio Ramos here? First of all, hold on. Let me mention something about Sergio Ramos. Let me mention.
Pepe was world-class in my opinion. You say I'm going way back. I don't want to go way back. I'm coming to
but you are going way back. You're going way back.
These people retire. When did Sergio Ramos stop playing football, please? Is
When
he playing football? Is he playing football in Mexico?
No, but this guy is Ronaldo not still playing.
He's no longer playing for Monterrey.
Yeah,
No,
hold
on.
Did he play at the club?
No, the players she's speaking about are the players that played like when they
Why
were.
people always evading the truth to foster your narrative?
What do you mean?
You're talking about Sergio Ramos. It wasn't not at the Club World Cup that you're
The time you're speaking about Sergio Ramos, are you not talking about how many years ago?
He's not playing football for Monterrey anymore.
But
yeah, nobody's saying like when now. You don't like he went way back
Like
10 years ago.
2 weeks ago he left.
So yeah, that's recent.
No, but when he was playing there, were you watching him?
When he was, did we watch him at the Club World Cup?
No, hold on.
Didn't you watch him at the Club World Cup?
You didn't even
I
know
don't
that he
have
stopped playing.
access. No.
If he was that good of a world class, Ronaldo now is a world class. Do you know that people still watch him in
He stopped 2 weeks ago. He stopped 2 weeks ago.
Did you know he stopped 2 weeks ago?
He stopped. What does it matter? He just stopped.
No, because for somebody who is that world class and you are talking about him in modern day football, why are you not watching him now?
Come on now. These people are is like saying all these things about what's his name again? Sergio Busquets. And all those who have Luis Suarez.
Yes.
It's like saying, I'm not watching Luis Suarez and Sergio Busquets because I'm not watching the MLS. What are you talking about now?
No.
Does it take away from the fact that they were world-class players?
No, but that's not what
they are in their retirement.
But no, there's a reason.
Their retirement
Yeah, exactly, yes. So that's the reason why.
That's the reason
why. No, that's the reason why I was going to.
Because I'm not watching them, doesn't mean they're world-class.
I was going to a point when I brought that conversation on, right? Because when I asked you about the players that you are saying that they are the kind of defenders you're speaking about, you are talking about players from when they played like 10, 15 years ago. You're not speaking about when they were playing 1 month ago. Their CV, you are praising.
Christ of Nazareth.
Oh my God.
Ronaldo and Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, are they the people that they were years ago?
Their
retirement plan, does it take away from the fact that they are world-class players because of what they have done? Because of what they have done. Are you listening to yourself?
I am telling you.
You're not making any points.
The people you are using as an example currently, you are speaking about football from like 10, 15 years ago. Abi, when I asked you, speak about people who are playing football currently in the Premier League, in the La Liga. We are speaking about like modern day football. All this, somebody like Sergio Ramos, if the way the CV you are speaking about him now, if he played today, this guy would have been taking 10-game bans. Who knows? Facts, red cards up and down. These are people that are chopping people's legs. These are people. She mentioned it. No, you're talking that people are scared of this player. See, players say they are scared.
By the way, listen, you're talking about Sergio Ramos. He was in PSG.
As if Sergio Ramos played in the
seasons ago.
Sorry,
Alex, I'm beginning to suspect you because when you see the truth, you don't say it. If you're a moderator, when you see the truth at times, you
what's
say
your argument?
No, because he's talking about Sergio Ramos. See, Sergio Ramos played 10, 15 years ago. As if Sergio Ramos did not play.
Is Sergio Ramos from the Real Madrid? That's the quality you are talking about now.
When did he leave Real Madrid that you're talking as if
Sergio Ramos in Sevilla. Sergio Ramos in Sevilla. What was he doing there?
What do you mean?
No, let's talk. Because
he has already reached his retirement. He was already going into retirement.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So the example. What are you saying? It's like saying that Messi now because Messi is already in his retirement plan and Cristiano.
You see why I say not understand? Hold on. Even you are very young. I expect you to understand me.
What kind of points is he making? I'm not understanding his points.
The examples you gave, the players you mentioned, right? I'm saying that the point where they played.
You're clutching at straws at this point. I'm not going to respond to it, but just make your point.
Sorry, hold on.
In a nutshell, what's your point?
I'm saying Militau is a world class in modern day football that I watch. Yeah. And there are statistics backing it. He's won trophies for Real Madrid. You gave different parameters that made you believe that this guy is world class. Now, she said for her, let me finish now.
Don't say my own.
This is the debate now.
No, do not, because you cannot capture my point.
Hold on.
Let him make his point and sit down. Make your own point. Don't make my point for me.
Let me finish.
I've made my point clear. You don't have to recap my point for me. Make your own point and sit down.
Okay. See, he's not acting like a moderator now.
Yeah.
He said I should speak. Okay. So I don't want to hear your voice again until I finish. Now, my argument was Militau is a world-class defender. Trophies, they are backing it. The team he played for, personally, I see what he's done. And I believe he plays. You spoke a lot about different things that you believe a defender should have. And a whole bunch of them, Militau ticked all the boxes, right? And now, this was my point to Mrs. Angel, the defendant, right? Now, my lord, now, we asked her, we said, give us example of players who you regard as world-class defenders that you would not put Militau on the same pedestal. And she started mentioning players, my lord, that... Hold on, let me finish. Hey, no, hold on, let me finish. Well, let me finish.
Yeah, but then
my lord,
Alex
objection. You will say objection, my lord.
Interruption.
She's interrupting now, right? The players she mentioned is very obvious and very clear. Yeah, according to section 111 of the football code. Yeah, players who played. Yeah, from example that she gave, Sergio Ramos. She was giving reference to when they played for teams like the Real Madrid. When these guys were playing without things like the VAR, there were not so many laws in football that was the same as what we see in players today. Now, we're speaking about Sergio, because remember, she also mentioned, she said, a world-class player is a player who other forwards will say, I am scared of playing against. And now, when you listen to this, a lot of these forwards, they will tell you that this guy is dangerous. And who is Militau? I personally watched a game where where Sergio Ramos, right? I think this was a charity game. There was a ball that was crossed down to the right, and he was, I think it was a forward player that was trying to get the ball. And we saw Sergio Ramos running towards the ball. He was going to do something. And do you know what he did? He stopped, and he just smiled. The camera caught him, because even the commentator now said what he would have done there if it was a real match. That player wouldn't have played football again. This was what the commentator said. You understand? So now this was a caliber. She mentioned Pepe. You understand? She mentioned Thiago Silva.
She also mentioned Gabriel. She also mentioned Saliba.
She mentioned this. Hold on. Remember, she did not say these players are world-class players. Saliba and Gabriel. She said these are quality defenders. But see, objection now, my lord. Let me finish now.
But you've also not letting me finish.
No, they told me to speak. They will let you speak.
Let him finish first.
Yes, they say let me finish first. He's the moderator now. Right?
Just make them
see,
all
Angel is not speaking. Let me
Okay,
speak.
go on.
I don't want these young people, man.
I'm done.
Now, see, right? So now, she's now mentioned all these players from back. So my argument here is, during from our analysis, she's speaking about dangerous, rugged defenders.
John Terry that I mentioned, Uncle. You said I should not mention the old people. Even Gary Cahill, I will even put him ahead of Militau. But continue.
So
I'll
now,
put Gary Cahill ahead
for me, in my defense,
company ahead of Militau. Continue.
In my defense, right? I'm saying the player she's using as an example, the era they played in is different from this era. Militau is performing according
100 years ago.
Objection.
Okay, but continue.
The football we are playing today, right? My argument is, backed by stats, the trophies is won for Real Madrid as a defender, being a proper instrument in that Real Madrid team, to the point where even when he's still fit in year 2026, he will still bench any defender in this current Real Madrid team. I am saying, in my opinion, he is world class. I now put it up to her. I said, mention current defenders that play football, let's say in the last 5 years, for example, that still play football today, that you can say are world class. She only mentioned one. That was Virgil van Dijk, which I can agree to that. Because truly, one of the most expensive defenders in the Premier League, he's won trophies with Liverpool. He's won a personal award. So I agree.
But although he's not playing active with Thiago Silva.
Good. You see, I like the fact that you also added Odo already ruined that point.
No.
You understand?
He's not playing in the Premier League.
But you see what I'm saying? So my point here is,
he's playing in Brazil.
My lord,
he's in his retirement
it's a world class.
Yeah, so
I rest my case.
Okay.
Thiago Silva, so you can't say he didn't play in the last. He's still playing. He's not even in the club World Cup, but continue.
Ronaldo still plays today.
Yeah, so Ronaldo is not world class.
Who
and
says
Messi is not world class. Are they not
would
world-class?
you bring Ronaldo to play for Real Madrid now?
Doesn't mean they are not world class because they cannot play for Real Madrid now. Alex, no, you answer that question.
Ronaldo
and
used
Messi,
to be world.
Hold on, Ronaldo and Messi used to be world class.
Now, though.
They were talking about now. Angel, will you bring Messi to come and play for this Real Madrid?
Because see.
Ronaldo
When I say somebody is world class
now.
He's not world.
No.
Oh God!
Listen.
Oh no! I cannot be on this show. Oh my
going crazy?
Jesus!
Excuse me.
You are telling me, please.
Excuse me.
What is your viewers?
you
You are
going
telling
crazy?
me. No. See,
Messi
Clinton,
world class.
Noah just told me.
Messi world
No,
class.
I'm going to shout
Messi
because that
world
one
class.
pissed me off.
Is
No,
Messi world class?
Noah
It
just
doesn't
told
make you
me.
right.
No, is
Noah
Messi
just
world
told me
class?
that right now in year 2020, what's today's date? 2026.
Messi and
You are telling
Ronaldo.
me that Ronaldo
Okay.
Yes.
is world class in year
Yes.
2026.
Absolutely, yes.
Clinton, is Messi world class? Is
I
Messi
see,
world
I
class?
see.
Is
Yeah,
Messi world
Messi
class?
is, but not
Is
Ronaldo.
Messi world class?
Not
Messi is
Okay,
world
Messi
class.
is. You see that now
Then
you're
you
talking
guys are
based on
just
sentiment
biased.
It's not
rather than-
sentiment.
You guys are just
you're talking
biased.
based
It's
on
not
sentiment.
about-
Because if
No,
you're
but
saying
it-
Ronaldo is not world class, that means Messi is not. But me, what I think is this, Alex.
Okay.
When I see people being world
No,
class,
the fact that she said
excuse me,
Ronaldo is
excuse
world
me.
class in
When I
Amazon,
even talk about players being
I
world
cannot
class,
talk football with
see,
you.
when I-
It's because she went to
excuse
Saudi
me,
Arabia.
I was not even thinking of what they are playing now. When I say somebody is world class, I'm thinking of during your proper playing time. When I say, Messi and Ronaldo, they are still, I think their class is permanent. They are just on a different level of their own. But even with this Sergio Ramos that I'm not talking that when the person has already retired or is in the retirement home, I will not use that to judge you. It's like saying, because when Ibrahimovic went to the MLS and he was people that have already, or Frank Lampard, because he went to the MLS to retire. I'm looking at when you were playing active football. When you were still in your prime, when you were still playing active football, that's what I categorize as being world class. I'm not going to look at you now. It's like saying that Roberto Carlos, when he played, when I'm making reference to these people, it's when they played, during their active playing time. That's what I'm referring to.
Okay, so what are we now arguing about that?
That's what I'm not going to be
I honestly don't know. Honestly, I'm lost.
I'm saying that's what I'm referring to. But in the case of, I'm clarifying something. But in the case of Messi and Ronaldo, the fact that they are still doing it at this level, that even if you bring them to their national team, they will still be the star performers.
Ronaldo is not star performance. Let's not be sentimental here. Ronaldo is better off without Portugal than with Portugal. What are you on about, man?
Are you saying that Messi?
What
Okay,
are you
the
on
Nations
about?
League that
Messi is part of the reason why he won World Cup for his country.
I don't want to get into that conversation.
Let's get
No,
into
but we
it,
saw
man.
what happened with Ronaldo at the Euros.
I don't want to
He
get
didn't do
Come on,
anything
man.
for
Look
it.
The Nations
didn't
League.
do
The
anything.
Nations League.
What are you on about?
No,
I will
Nations
not
League,
even
no, you can't
disrespect
compare
Messi. I will not disrespect Messi by saying that Messi is not world class. Messi is world class. Ronaldo, they will always remain there. Just people that are exceptional.
They were
Look at Modric. I would always
Ronaldo was world class when he played in his prime.
When he played.
In his in his active.
Alex, please, let's wrap up.
It's not about, we cannot. When you want to run away from
No,
this.
I'm not running away. I just want to get into that conversation.
Noah, will you bring Ronaldo to come play for Real Madrid right now? No, I ask you.
Yes.
Just because people are already retired does not mean you take away the. When I talk about
Mbappe.
They don't play the same position, so I don't know what you're
What do you mean? See,
They're both
Noah.
strikers.
See. Alex, there's a mistake that Clinton
You're telling me
is
they don't play.
Excuse me, there's a mistake that Clinton again. When I say Roberto Carlos was world class, it's for the period that he played active football. You like when I say that because he's retired.
I just think that you're trying to bait
when
me.
I'm talking about players, I think of when you're playing active football.
Very obvious.
Zinedine Zidane,
You're
in
looking
my
at me,
opinion, will always be world class. Because I'm thinking when he was playing
I'm
football.
not. I'm kind of shocked that you're trying to say that Ronaldo wouldn't make it to this Real Madrid that we've been talking about the entire season.
See.
Ronaldo now, today, in 2026.
You don't even have to. See. You don't even have to clarify as to whether. See, the people are taking the point out of the decision. You don't have to even mention whether Ronaldo right now.
Nottingham Forest will not get. See, Nottingham Forest will not buy Ronaldo.
Excuse me.
No, you're kidding, right?
But no.
You're kidding.
No, forget about whether Ronaldo is playing, how he's playing. My point in world-class player is when you're playing active football, when you're playing passive football. What they are doing now, Sergio Ramos, what they are doing now, like the likes of one Messi, what's his name again? Luis Suarez, Cristiano Ronaldo, and every other player that is in their retirement home. What they are doing now is not active football, in my opinion. It's passive football. So when I'm talking of whether a person is what, is when you are playing active football. When I say, oh, Zinedine Zidane, oh, he's a world class, he was world. I'm talking of when Zidane was playing. Am I talking at Zidane as a retired person?
No, Angel, but we're talking about players today now that are still playing and making legacies for themselves.
No, okay, if we are still talking about that.
I'm sorry, I'm taking off your point, and I know what kind of point you're making.
Any other thing that you
and
guys
I don't want you guys to bounce off what I'm saying to discredit her, but I'm actually shocked that you guys think of Ronaldo and like are disrespecting him like that, because
do they know football?
Today
people.
Ronaldo would still go to any team. You're talking about Forest. He would go to Forest and absolutely score I don't know how many goals. This is Ronaldo we're talking about.
No, he wouldn't.
You guys are discrediting.
What is he doing at Portugal? Let's look at Portugal.
I'm talking to an Arsenal fan.
Please, a person is retired and at 40, and you're talking about what is he doing? No, there's some arguments, don't just...
No, but we're talking about today and now.
Don't just make any sense to me. I'm not going to argue about what people that are in their retirement home are doing. I'm not going to judge you with your retirement, what you're doing now. I'm talking about when you were playing active, because what they are doing is passive football. They are just playing to get money to use for their retirement and life afterwards and making investment, because if you check the things that are in their contract, there are things that, oh, we'll give you so shares in the club. We'll give you so. These people are just saving for.
But you can't call them world.
They are retirement home already.
They were world class. You can't call them world class right now. Ronaldo's not world class.
I'm not arguing about.
Ronaldo is world class right now, Kamogelo.
Okay, hold on. Sorry. I think Angel. Let's forget about world class, everything now. But Angel, because I think this one now is not a different conversation, and I think that Nouha is raising my high blood pressure. Please, Angel, I know you are very. I know that we have a different explanation. You are telling me right now, yeah, that if you are a coach, you will bring in Ronaldo
back
to come and play.
No coach will even sign anybody that is above 35, first of all. You will not sign anybody that's... Because you're thinking of... You're building your club with young players that will stay with you for a long while. Where would you go and sign Ronaldo that is over 40? I would not sign Messi too. I would not sign Zlatan.
I mean, there's a reason why Messi is in the MLS.
Because they are in their retirement home. I've said this
No. Like I said, this one is a different conversation. Because she's saying that Ronaldo will probably even come to this Real Madrid team.
Yes.
No.
I'm sorry, Clinton. Do you hear yourself? You have been talking about how bad the Real Madrid has been.
So
you're talking about them as if they're miles ahead of Ronaldo.
Yeah. Ronaldo, I mean, you cannot erase his quality and all of that, but Ronaldo is done with Real Madrid.
No, Ronaldo can come into Real Madrid today and it would be
in fact, you know the funny thing, he even said he's going to bench Kylian Mbappe. Even Kamogelo said, will Ronaldo bench Kylian Mbappe right now? Do you know what our response was?
See, no team that is looking to compete will sign whether Ronaldo or Messi.
Nouha, you cannot be a politician in Africa. If you are watching this thing, Nouha cannot be a politician in Africa at all.
Nouha said
clearly, this guy will be influenced.
Ronaldo will bench Cristiano.
This one?
She says you bench Ronaldo will bench Mbappe.
No, I didn't say that.
No.
I didn't say that.
Can I jump in?
I didn't say that.
Was that what you said?
I didn't say that. Don't make me say that.
So you see how I know
I didn't say that.
She didn't say that.
What did you say?
Can I jump in?
I said Ronaldo would get playing time if he
you said no.
Bench him. You did say you would bench
him. I didn't say I would bench him.
All right, I'm going to jump in here. We're going to go to break. Don't go anywhere.
You're making
We're going to finish this topic up because we haven't got long left, but don't go anywhere. We're going to have a short break. Falls through to the striker. What a goal! I can't believe it. We're just minutes in and it's already 1-0.
Oh, wait, Alex. Look at that fan. He's so emotional. Even his phone is getting some love. But wait, is he leaving? No, somebody stop him. This match is not over.
It is over if you play 1-up.
Get settled early with SportyBet. 1-up. Winning is now that easy.
Hey, baby. I missed you so much. What are you doing right now?
Enrique, I'm in the car now with my family. We are going for lunch. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Yes.
Sometimes you don't have a way out.
This Emeka is a very funny guy.
With SportyBet, you do. Because with our maximum cash out availability, there's always a way out. SportyBet, winning is now that easy.
This is the greatest spectacle in world football, a title decider, and it feels like nothing can sway a game of this magnitude.
Says who? We've been through this before. You just have to believe a little longer. And everybody knows that 1 minute here lasts forever. Because it's not over until we say it's over.
No go change your number to back Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to say that things have calmed down here during the break, but they haven't. We've got...
No.
Well, hang on.
No, because he said
We've got
during the break, by the way,
left.
he said that Gyökeres...
Well, I'll get there in a minute. We've got 14 minutes left. And I feel like if I ask one more question here, I won't say another word for another 14 minutes. Not that I'm bothered by that. But Kamogelo did say something in the break that I think we wanted to touch on.
Yeah, that Ronaldo today would go into this Arsenal team and Gyökeres would still start.
That's correct.
No. Are we talking about the same Gyökeres that hasn't been scoring and apparently he was a scoring god in Portugal?
That's also fine. He's not scoring for Portugal though. You saw what he did against France in the Euros.
You're talking about national teams. You're talk about okay, let's talk about clubs.
He didn't do anything. No, because this is the place where he's actually playing with good players and he's playing against good players. He didn't do anything. He was quiet the whole Euros actually. Did he even score a goal? He didn't score any goal. Ronaldo playing for Arsenal. You were saying Forest, bro. He wouldn't play for Forest.
First of all, Ronaldo would never even think about playing for that team.
No, we are saying that if they give him the opportunity, yeah, and that's the only team left, that even the team would not agree.
See, as a Manchester United fan, I'm
they'll be like,
Real Madrid
give us...
and Manchester United
I would
fan,
take Kai Havertz right now over Cristiano Ronaldo.
Nottingham cannot even afford him.
Even if they could, they are not going for him.
No, because no team that is looking to compete will take Ronaldo.
Exactly.
Or Messi, or anybody that is retired. No team that is
for me, I can't lie. And this is not me being biased. Messi will still create chances.
Yes.
You understand? Because these two players are playing two different positions.
Okay, you think if you give Messi to Guardiola right now for Man City, he's going to take him?
He could.
He will not take it.
He will. He will.
He will not touch it with a 10-foot pole. He will not touch it with a 10-foot pole. He will not touch it with a 10-foot pole. But continue with your Gyökeres discussion. I see where you're coming from. I see where Nouha is coming from.
Let's be honest.
Angel.
But I'm saying, I just said that any team that is looking to compete,
the fact that you're even thinking of comparing
Ronaldo and Gyökeres. Listen, hold on.
Sorry, Ronaldo and Gyökeres.
Hold on. I don't think this particular debate needs to go too far. Angel, to me, I just ended it, right? And I feel you said it perfectly. And I know this is the first time we are agreeing today. You just said it. No, hold on. Let's agree. Because this one actually agrees. No, hold on. No, wait. Yeah, Angel, you just said, and please, Nouha, I think you have a lot to learn from that statement. It's a very short one. Please listen. She said, any team looking to compete would not sign Ronaldo. Is that
or Messi. And Messi said Messi too.
No, hold on. Yeah, okay. No, you see, that one, that's your business.
But that doesn't... That's your business. But then it doesn't discredit both of them. They're still world-class players and they will always be because they're those two legends. It is because you guys just told me that Ronaldo wasn't world-class player and I'm trying to tell you
No. Stop putting words into our mouth. Ronaldo is a world-class player. But we are saying in year 2026, in my opinion,
I think Ronaldo would play.
The world class now is in the sitting room, and this is his legacy. It doesn't mean it. Do you know what? We're speaking about football, like we're speaking about competitive football, right? Competitive football right now, Ronaldo does not come. Do you know what competition is? We're speaking about the Premier League. We're speaking about the La Liga. There's a reason why, according to her, they've gone to their retirement home. Even Messi, I agree, he's also in a retirement home, right? So it's even me, I'm even agreeing.
We'll see.
But you know what world class is? You are saying to me that Ronaldo will come into Arsenal and bench a Gyökeres that is trying to win.
We'll see.
Trying to win the Premier League. They'll bring you Ronaldo.
You know what? We'll see. at the end of the season, Ronaldo's contract is going to end. He's going to come back to Europe, and he's going to go to a European team, and then we'll talk about this.
So you are talking as if Ronaldo is in your DM. I don't
talk
know
about
this is your confidence.
We'll talk
This is your
about this.
confidence. Somebody would think that he has just messaged you somewhere.
Would you take Ronaldo at PSG?
It's because these are the reports that are going on.
Forget it. Ronaldo is
Would you
41.
take Ronaldo at PSG?
Would I take Ronaldo?
Ronaldo's son. See, Ronaldo's son.
PSG.
Do you take him
At PSG, would you take Ronaldo at PSG?
Oh, no. Dembele.
Yeah.
For starters, would
On
you
the
take
middle.
Ronaldo at PSG?
I told you that this guy cannot be an African politician. You think I'm joking? Ronaldo's first son is about to give birth. He already has a
No,
girlfriend.
but you can't.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Just
Yes
because.
or no? Would you take Ronaldo at PSG?
Well, I'm not answering the way you want me to answer.
Yes or no? I want to know. Would you take Ronaldo at
She's not that
PSG?
clear cut.
It is.
Say yourself.
If someone said to you today you could grant a wish,
Actually,
Ronaldo would be a PSG
If you're
player,
going
would
to
you
keep
say
yelling
yes
at
or
me,
no?
I'm not answering any question.
Would you take
If
Ronaldo at PSG?
When you ask these questions to Clinton and he answers you in a full sentence, you don't cut him off, so don't cut me off.
Would you take Ronaldo at PSG? I want a yes or no answer.
Well, then I'm not answering.
Okay.
Allow her to explain, Alex. Go ahead and explain.
Can I explain?
Yes,
Go on
please, please.
Okay, just because I won't take Ronaldo in the PSG squad right now doesn't mean Ronaldo doesn't come back to Europe and play in any team.
So you wouldn't take Ronaldo at PSG?
What Clinton was trying to say is that Ronaldo, would even Forrest wouldn't take him. I don't think that's a statement you make when you talk about someone like Ronaldo. Just like I don't think it's a statement you make when you talk about someone like Messi. I think there are some teams there who would dream, whose dream, absolute dream, would be to sign.
To sell jerseys.
No.
That's why. No, that's
the only reason
you are not on the same. Angel mentioned it here. If he's to come and say, when Ronaldo came, the second coming of Ronaldo, say I feel like I'm a Christian. The second coming of Ronaldo for Manchester United. To me, that was more like a business strategy.
Saying Ronaldo would go
It
into
was
a team
commercial.
and he would not score
but
any
he was
goals.
okay.
He would
Even
do
then,
nothing.
he was still-
He was okay, but he was still coming to that.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
he was already seeing his retirement.
He was.
You understand? But to me, it was more of the commercial than was he coming to help United wins or whatever.
And they make
You
their
understand?
money within one day.
Of course, yes. That's
He's
why
on
he
base.
was a very good business
Yeah.
for Manchester United. So if he's going to Nottingham Forest right now, in my opinion, what he went to do with Al Nassr in their league.
But it
to
just
me, it was commercial.
commercialized
It was
the league and
commercial.
make it more
It wasn't
popular
about.
and bring
It's not
attention.
just commercial.
No, but
If
you
you
draw attention
actually
to the
see
league.
what the numbers he actually puts with Al Nassr, it's not just commercial.
Do you know the people
No,
he
the
plays
reason
with?
why they brought him.
Do you know the reason why he's the one that decides who comes
Yeah,
on the
he's
team?
playing
Do you know
against
the reason
the
why he's the one that
Karim Benzema's,
selects?
the
Do you know that
Sadio
Ronaldo is
Mane's.
more important than their coach? Do you know that he's more important than the president of Saudi?
He's the league.
He's literally the league.
No, you think Ronaldo would come
There's
back
no
to Europe?
presidents in Saudi Arabia, by the way.
I don't. Oh, come on, no, I know what I meant. Jesus
No,
Christ.
no, because you need to be very clear with what you say. But
No, you said Ronaldo would come back to Europe. I'm going to give you a list of a few teams. I want you to know whether you think he would get in their team.
Yeah. Okay.
Real Madrid,
yes,
in their starting 11.
yes,
Barcelona,
no,
PSG,
no,
Manchester City.
no.
Sorry, before we continue, stop. You said he will get into Real Madrid, right? Who does he bench for Real Madrid right now?
I don't think he benches anyone.
So
but
you
it's
don't
starting
play 12.
He can't play with 12.
He said starting 11 though.
He plays in the middle,
Starting
so that's
11.
Mbappe.
Is he getting in Real Madrid's starting 11?
No.
Mastantuono's position and
See,
Luis
that's
Diaz.
why I wanted to
No, you
clarify.
move Mbappe to the right and put him in the middle. Because Mastantuono and
So we are
Luis
not
Diaz.
Manchester
Mastantuono, Luis Diaz, and all those people. Brahim
United.
Diaz, I said Luis Diaz.
Is it
Brahim
Manchester
Diaz,
United starting
Mastantuono,
11?
you just put them on the bench and put
Arsenal.
Mbappe on the right.
I don't think Ronaldo would want to go to Arsenal.
No,
That's
no, not talking about
No,
what he
we
wants
know
to.
there are so many teams.
Yes,
you
he's
know
got
if
the
he will
interest
get-
at starting 11.
Who would you bench in Arsenal starting 11 for Ronaldo?
Every single person there.
Who? Pick one.
He would bench Gyökeres, for sure.
Okay.
Any day.
Saka?
Yes, I mean, Sanka limps every single match, so yes.
What
Chelsea?
kind of disrespect is that? So much Saka.
Chelsea?
No. Because it's a very young team, and
Man City?
no.
Liverpool?
No.
Bayern Munich?
Yes.
Where would he get in for Bayern Munich? Ahead of Luis Diaz?
Yeah.
Hurricane?
Wow.
No, but he can't play from the flanks. He can only play from the middle.
No, I mean,
Okay, it
the
doesn't
fact that
matter. We
you
are
said-
not
Yeah,
doing like
okay,
for
is
like.
it Luis Diaz
We're
or
not
Harry
doing for
Kane?
like to like.
Which one of those are you dropping for Ronaldo?
If Harry Kane was leaving,
But he's not.
No, he's dead. Now.
But so you say Ronaldo would get in Bayern Munich starting 11?
By the way, these squads nowadays, they rotate, and it's not
No,
one
but I want to
starting
know.
11.
Oh, they said starting 11, man.
Their best starting 11. Is Ronaldo getting in Bayern Munich's best starting 11?
I think he may start ahead of Luis Diaz.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay. Blimey.
Right, no, you're on this. You are still trying to beg for blind. They blind me already.
I'm shocked.
My eyes go.
I'm shocked.
No, but hold on. I understand what's going on here, right? I think she's just a huge fan, right? And I've seen fans like that.
But
I'm
I
telling
think you can be a huge Angel.
Yeah.
Any of those teams that she's just said, Ronaldo, would he get in any of the teams in Europe?
If you were
No,
the
any of
manager.
those teams that are competing on that level.
Starting
he can't.
11?
No.
None of them.
He went. Yeah, he went.
So you wouldn't
went-
think Ronaldo would bench Gyökeres?
I wouldn't even put him ahead of Gyökeres. Not because of his quality is not in dispute, but you're looking to compete. You need young, fresh blood that can
competition. That's the word, the key
compete.
word.
You know,
you know when we were in secondary school,
you want to
we used to do
things.
keywords.
No, like when you want to
And
win
see,
things.
competition is no. I want you to understand this.
There's
because,
a reason why there's
because
retirement.
this thing will come out in an exam, right? And I wouldn't want you to go and like write some. You know all this journalistic every 6 months. Because they say they're going to start it in Sporty soon, and this thing can come out. They can say, no. This really? Yes, now it can come out, right? And for me, this thing will major. All these little terminologies. You see, charity games, is different from competitive games. Ronaldo can come into any team if they are playing a charity game. Yeah, why? Because maybe this is commercialized. You understand? But we are speaking about teams that are trying to win Champions League. Arsenal, they're trying to win the Premier League from how many years that they've been trying to do it. You're speaking about the Bayerns, you're speaking about the they just even your PSG, you refuse, but you want to put him in the teams where you don't support. Nouha.
You know that on a normal day.
I'm talking logic. I don't think Luis Enrique would go for Ronaldo.
Oh, so that things are not logical.
I think Manchester United, anytime they would sign Ronaldo.
Mind you, not touching
Who are you dropping in that Man United team to put Ronaldo in there?
Sorry, what?
Who are you dropping in that United starting
I'm not the
11?
coach, so move on.
Who?
Move on.
So you're saying Ronaldo wouldn't get in that United starting 11?
I think. I mean.
So right now you would bench Ronaldo. You would bench Šeško for Ronaldo.
Yeah. I didn't see any star quality from Šeško so far, so yeah.
Blimey.
That's her business.
Don't be rude like that.
No!
Let me tell you, in Nigerian parlance, that's your business. Is actually rude.
It's not rude. How is that rude?
It's your business.
No. It's your business.
Meet and I very Nigerian, but the best is that's your business. Like, is it this?
No, it's the way you said it. You just said that's your business.
No, that's the
I
way.
only just
No,
said that's your
the way.
business.
No.
It's for that.
Don't use it like normal.
I didn't use it. He used it.
No, on the streets of Nigeria, it's very.
I didn't use it. Why are you looking at me?
That's now and your business.
No, Angel, you say it anytime. That's your business.
Yeah.
That's your business.
No, exactly.
That's your perspective.
In English language.
If what you mean is
No, it's a
Give
lie.
you a black eye.
No,
Don't
it's
say
a
to
lie.
Lagos.
No. The way you said it, now your business be that, yeah? That one is different from that.
Is that not the tone you also use? That's your business. Is it not the same thing? Just that it's English.
I'm going to have to jump in.
I'm not being
Thank
rude.
you.
That's your opinion. That's Nouha's opinion.
That's our
Thank you.
opinion. It's the same
Don't
thing as that's
follow
our
this
business.
man.
I'm going to jump in here.
Ask manners.
Actually, that's all we have time for.
Oh, God. No, let's extend
That's
it,
all
man.
she
Okay.
wrote.
Let's finish it.
that
Let's
You can do your own podcast after this if you want. But believe it or not, there was some Europa League on tonight, and I will read out the
was there?
results. Celtic lost 4-1 to Stuttgart. Red Star Belgrade beat Lille 1-0. Ludogorets beat Ferencvaros 2-1. Panathinaikos drew 2-2 with Victoria Plzen. And, well, lots of fun football to come this weekend. We've got the North London derby, Manchester United playing Everton on Monday. We've got Chelsea-Burnley live on Sporty TV, RB Leipzig against Borussia Dortmund live on Sporty TV. We've got Getafe against Sevilla, Acre Adams in action. Lots of exciting content to come. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Download the Sporty TV app. Clinton, Angel, Kamogelo, Nouha, thank you for joining me tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching at home. And, well, have a good weekend.
See, if I hear Ronaldo in your mouth, what you hear is boo.
No go change your number, bypass Sporty. Make you try to show love for everybody. No your friend.